Hey, what is up, everybody? It is Brendan from the Warriors of Liberation podcast. I am one of the hosts. I host this show along with Derek and Brian. Brian is not on this episode. He had some family issues, which I do talk about a little bit in the show. But I wanted to say before you get into the episode, thank you for checking us out. It means the world. And also wanted to say, give it a little rundown about what this show is because I don't really do that in this. But what this show will be is going to be me, Brian, and Derek talking about One Piece. We're talking about our favorite thing in the whole entire world. Essentially, we'll be this episode. We kind of break down our feelings of the show, what got us into it, and all that kind of stuff. And then this upcoming episode, so next week, I guess what would be this weekend's episode is going to be on theories, matchups, and then we'll have a manga recap on 1154. And I am very excited to finally have this show up and off the ground. Sometimes we will have a guest, sometimes we won't, sometimes it'll just be us three. Maybe we'll have a special episode here and there where we cover other things. But that is basically the gist of what I wanted to say. Oh, one more thing. We do have a little bit of audio issues on this show, some peaking on my end and some quietness on Derek's end that I couldn't really fix before getting this episode out. So I wanted to apologize about that, but I really hope you do enjoy the show despite that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a rundown on that. Thank you so much, and hope you guys enjoy the episode. Goodbye. Also, I forgot to mention this show is not spoiler free. We spoil essentially everything and anything that can be spoiled in this. So if you don't care about spoilers, continue ahead. If you're caught up, we hope you enjoy. But if you are not caught up, we really suggest that you don't listen to this. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Are you recording? Yeah, we are recording. This is a re-recording of episode 1 of the Warriors of Liberation podcast. Woo! My name is Brendan.
My name's Derek or Dirk.
Well, we were going to have a third guy here.
Yeah.
We normally have Brian with us, but Brian is not here due to family issues. But he should be back next week, or we might have another guest next week, depending on how it all works out.
Yup.
But what are we here to do today? Here to talk about One Piece, right?
Yeah, the best fucking piece of fiction to ever grace the goddamn earth.
The modern day Odyssey, as I've been seeing people call it.
Oh, I am 100% liking that, like full on in. No way.
Like, there's a 6-hour long YouTube video calling it the modern day Odyssey.
Well, if anything, I'll link that in the comment.
We'll link that in the description wherever this happens to go. But starting off, Derek,
all right,
how and when did you get into One Piece, my friend?
All right. For me, I only seen like a few episodes here and there, like just randomly out of Toonami, but nothing that catch my eye. But really got me to start watching it. It was around, I believe, 2020 when the pandemic hit. I'm pretty sure around that time, and I was in high school too. I had a buddy named Josh. Shout out to you, man. You fucking loudmouth bitch.
Shouts out, Josh.
Because he gassed the fuck out of this show, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll buy it. And man, was it beautiful?
It was worth every second of it.
I'm so glad I took his opinion on it. Some of the other opinions he has might not agree with, but man, this one,
that's an opinion I agree on.
Yeah. He's a hitter with that one. I can't deny that.
So for me, I think it was 2018. I had a couple friends who were like I was a big Naruto fan at the time, and I didn't even give One Piece like a passing glance. And I had a couple friends who, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on which way you look at it, we're not friends anymore. But they were like, "Hey, you need to check this shit out." And I was like, "All right, I'll see how I take it." I got to episode 10 of the English dub and I dropped it. Which, if you know where that is like, are you okay?
No, yeah, no, that it do be like that because the start of the show is just. Well, I have done that too.
Well, in particular, I mean, that's Syrup Village, which
Yeah.
like I regard as like one of the worst arcs in the series, unfortunately. But
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I ended up dropping it, and I went almost a whole year without. I went almost a whole year without picking it back up. So I had a friend who ended up getting into it. Ryan, shout out to you, my friend. I appreciate you hella for this, even though you find me talking about this hella annoying. There was a day where he wouldn't stop talking about it, and he was like, "Look, there's a movie that covers the first 50 episodes of the anime, and if you like it, continue on. If you don't, I'll leave you alone." And I will say I was sort of like indifferent on the movie. Like, I thought it was okay, but I was like, I'm curious to see where this shit goes. And so I watched that, and I'm like, I don't really know entirely how I'm feeling about this, but I am gonna continue on with this and see where this thing goes. And this leads into the next question of, where did this series get its hooks into you? And for me, it was really Drum Island, is when I was like, okay, I'm sticking with this, and I'm gonna stick with this. Where did it get its hooks into you?
Oh, for me, it was definitely I'd say Barate, but I'd say it for sure got my hooks was when it was in Arlong Park. Like that first moment, when Nami was stabbing her tattoo, and Luffy put that cap on her, and it's like, all right, it's time to get to business,
It's
bro.
time to go to work.
And oh God, like that was like, okay, hold on, now I get it. Now I understand what we're doing it for, what we here for, type shit. And no, yeah, that's probably the best like time I've. It took a while. Sorry, I'm fucking mumble jumping.
No, dude, you're good. You're good.
But it's fucking. When it got to that part, I'm like, so this is what One Piece is, because Syrup Village was.
It wasn't
man,
it.
man,
Wasn't it.
It was all the way to the bottom, man. But God, just push through. It was one of those, but you won't regret it for sure this time.
I little side note here. I have an online friend, who I started getting into One Piece, and they texted me the other day and said, "I'm starting to mention One Piece outside of the server or any relevant context. I'm already cooked." And we're about to hit Little Garden in our watch through.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
So they've been enjoying it, and you know what? I said this earlier today to a friend that I have and a person you work with.
Yeah.
And I said, I'd rather convert somebody to a One Piece fan than ever convert them to being a Christian.
So true, though. It's so true,
And
though.
so far, my propaganda has been working. But
It's really
next question here, unless you had something to say before that.
No, go on.
What do you think makes One Piece special over other series?
Oh, for my answer for this one, I gotta go with the world building, and yeah, the world building on that is just crazy. I never seen a show that or read a manga that just like kept going with even with the chapters or the what's it called, the cover chapters, the cover arts.
Yeah,
Like those
the cover stories.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, having that, I was like, wow, you don't see that anywhere else. Like this gives such like like more than I can imagine type shit. Like I feel like this world's bigger than our own Earth type beat.
Oh yeah, I like that's another thing I'll go with too. with what you mean by like it feels like the world is still spinning even while we're following the cast of characters.
Yeah.
Like you see like currently the cover stories are following Yamato and his journey around Wano. But like before that, what was it? Wasn't it like I don't even remember what the cover story was before that. Wasn't it like the Vegapunk one where it was like following like Mads or whatever?
Oh, I think so.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And even then, I don't even know if that one even wrapped up. Like it really felt like it was just kind of there, and then he just kind of stopped doing it. But even then, you have these cover stories where like when Kobe and Helmeppo leave the story, they meet up with Garp and they're training to become Marines. And then when Buggy and Alvita leave the story, you have Buggy's cover story. And again, when Ace leaves the story, you have his story. And then when CP9 leaves, you have theirs. And then Baroque Works, you have theirs. And then Anel's is probably the most interesting, I would say, out of all the cover stories because there is so much that happens in that. And especially the space pirates and then like the automatons and all that are hinting at things that to come that we still don't even know. But for me, what I think makes One Piece so special is I do agree with you that the world building, it feels like the world is constantly moving, it's constantly growing, it's breathing. It's almost alive with the amount of like
characters and
world building and characters, and that like you see these characters even after they leave and they're still doing things and they're still having their own journeys, and like it doesn't matter like how small or how big this character is, like they're still going around and still having their journeys. And Brian would probably beat me up if I didn't mention this, but the emotional pull of this series.
Oh my god.
No series has made me cry over an inanimate object.
Like, that's true.
Like, and you could say she wasn't inanimate, inanimate object, but crying over a boat is like diabolical work. Like,
you wouldn't have even seen this shit coming.
Never would have thought about it. Also, real quick, I don't know if we mentioned this or not, but we aren't spoiler safe. We are going to be spoiling basically anything and everything that happens in this series.
Oh, yeah.
So if you are not caught up, leave now and forever hold your peace.
Especially for the first episode, because we're just talking about it in general.
We're just shooting the shit right now. This is definitely more put together than our initial first episode was. We were all over the place on that shit. But let's see. I don't know if I want to get directly into top fives because we still.
No, that's fair. I was also gonna say, to add to that question.
Sure, right ahead.
I also wanted to add that the gray area of how of the world, like nothing's ever black and white in the One Piece world.
Oh yeah,
everybody is an individual character that lives and breathes, and whether they have good intentions or not, you'll only have to see for yourself type shit.
Everybody has their own agendas.
Yeah,
it's almost like the real life world in that way, where everybody has their vision of how things should be.
Yep.
Like Luffy is literally the embodiment of freedom. He literally just wants people to be free to do what they want. Yep. The world government, mainly the Gorosei and Emu, feel like things have to be the way that they've set it up. Blackbeard wants a world of freedom, but the exact opposite of what Luffy wants. Like again, like all these characters are like, they're like living, breathing people. They're so complex. They're so built different, essentially. Like a lot of anime characters are really one dimensional.
Yeah.
But then you go and look at these guys, these wackos on the Straw Hat Crew, and they are like layered like a sandwich. Like
quite literally, yeah. Like you could probably never, like, I never even seen like a crew be this big of characters and still have like meat and potatoes worth of who they are, how you get to know them.
They got seconds, thirds, fourths, and fifths in this bitch.
Fucking do. shit, you didn't even know you wanted dessert until you got like later on, like especially with Elbaf and Brooke, like
Dude, like again, that's the thing is like he will take something that take a character that we feel like I don't need to know anything about, and then just drop something random and be like, you know nothing about this person, and it's like,
oh,
why'd you do that, man? Like now I want to know everything I can get my hands on about this character.
literally.
Like
Oda does it so well.
like how about this is the thing that drives me nuts. A little bit of a qualm I have with the man himself. I understand that there's so much going on in this series that it's really hard to get anything and everything down in your series. But you're telling me that apparently Queen and Frankie are related.
Oh yeah, I still haven't looked that up yet.
Queen and Frankie are related, and they did not have a conversation
Like,
on Wano at all.
they just kind of like looked at each other. Well, I don't think they even looked at each other. I don't think they were even in the same.
No interaction.
Like
buildings. I don't know how they're related. Apparently, it's like it was revealed in an SBS that they were related.
I think so.
And then like there's the possibility, like I know that this was the theory for a while, especially because Sasaki's hair is the same color as Kokoro's, but that Sasaki was Kokoro's kid. But even then, there's no confirmation of that. So I don't know. I wish that he would, and also the Rocky Port incident for my boy Kobe, revealing all of that in an SBS and not in the series.
It's crazy work.
It's diabolical shit. Also, Zoro's bloodline being revealed in an SBS and not in the real story. I feel like this would be some shit that I would like to see in the actual series that we're not gonna, because frankly, dude just doesn't have time.
Yeah. But he apparently has everything like just worked out. Type shit.
Well, I mean, like I made a joke with my friend in a Discord the other day where I said that we're still in the early arcs of our watch through, but I said that he just has a 3-ring binder labeled most fucked fuckers, and it's like literally he'll just be like, what kind of fucked fucker do I want for this arc? And it'll be like that one. Like what's that fucking dude's name that tried to have the Straw Hats as like toys in this most recent arc in Elbaf?
Fucking one of the January pirates.
Where he says at least in the official translation, I don't know what he says in the scans, but he calls all of them like very rare. Like he says very rare Nami or very rare Luffy or very rare Zoro, and it's like, does he say something like that, or what does he say?
I think he says a suffix in Japanese.
Okay, but they have it.
I might be wrong though.
They have it like that in the scans.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
it's like, but I do remember them being high regarded, like oh, they're one of a kind. Like you can't.
Yeah,
because they're fucking actual fucking strong ass little dudes.
Yeah. So speaking of the spoilers in the chapter, 1153 did it come out today or did it come out yesterday?
Came out yesterday.
So 1153 got released in the spoilers yesterday, or I guess the fan scans came out yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I read it earlier today. Derek read it before we started recording.
You already know.
In the future, we will do full-blown manga recaps, but this week we'll just do like a quick little discussion on it before we get into top fives and all that.
Yeah.
So 1153 is the first full chapter of his name Ja Rule, or is it?
Oh, I thought it was that was Harold's.
I'm getting all these fuckers confused. There's all these giants have crazy ass names, and I'm getting them confused. This was the first chapter of Harold's backstory, where we see, I guess technically it's Loki's backstory, but we get a lot of Harold this chapter.
Yeah.
We see the birth of Harudine. See the birth of Loki. We see this fuck ass woman who is Loki's mom.
Dude, yeah. Fuck that woman.
Dude,
in particular.
You want to talk about? We always talk about bad dads in One Piece. Let's talk about a bad mom, which like never happens. Like I don't think we've ever had a bad mom ever
I think the only one would be Big Mom, but even then, that's
Well,
like
the big mom, and then the only other one I can think of is Baby Five's mom, and even then
Yeah.
we didn't even get a name for her.
yeah. That's even then like that's already fucked.
Like, dude, yeah, like
Holy crap.
I don't know, like she literally threw her baby off the top of the Adam tree
And just fucking
because of his eyeballs. Like literally tried to shoot a 3-pointer into hell.
oh my
Like
god, damn, bro.
this is diabolical work, man. Like I don't know, dude. That's kind of fucked up.
It's even worse to notice that like to see how possessive she is and how she wants certain things a certain way. Like it's like, oh no, now that I'm queen, fucking give me silver plates and silverware, and like
Here's this fuck ass 8-legged horse.
yeah, like who wanted this horse and why, and then not only that, but to apply like superstitions not only to yourself but to quite literally everyone around you is fucking crazy.
Dude, she is the worst. I don't even remember her name, but I hate her. And I'm glad we'll probably never see her again after this week.
True, she got
well, and then we see Hyrudine's birth. Hyrudin says some fuck shit about Loki.
It's like
It was freshly born baby. And his mom's like, you're so cute when you say such horrible things. No, he's not. No, the fuck he's not.
A little brat, a little shithead.
But this is the beginning, I think, of what's going to happen with Loki. We've been talking about it off air. We talked about it last week too, but Loki's possibility of joining the crew, which I know a lot of us get our hopes up for people joining the crew, and it doesn't really ever end up happening. Like a lot of people were on the Carrot train for a while. A lot of people were on the Yamato train. I was on the Yamato train. I'm kind of on the Vegapunk train right now with Lilith joining the crew, possibly.
I would love that, honestly. But then I feel like
because it is just a giant sausage fest on the crew right now.
But I also would feel like it'll take away Frankie's role because
that's also fair.
Because like literally, Frankie can just build shit. Vegapunk, he can do that on a fucking Tuesday, on his break.
True point.
Like he could build a little fucking whole island that can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah,
and the most technical way possible. Or
I'm also cool with the idea of possibly Bonnie joining the crew.
I feel like she should.
But if that doesn't happen, like this is like kind of the ones it's like a sliver of it's a sliver of what I think is going to happen. But either way, if she doesn't join, it's all good. If Loki doesn't join, it's fine. But I think Luffy said it best. Seems like Elbaf doesn't want you very much. I'll take you. Like
type shit. Like, come on, bro.
But also, dude's like quadruple the size of the Sunny, so it's like they have to figure out where to put him.
Which goes into my theory of them upgrading the ship this chapter because they're at where the Atom trees are. Like,
interesting.
There's no way, right? Like, Frankie, I feel like since we already got Brooke shit, I feel like since this Elbaf arc is gonna be huge, they're gonna give us like double developments on characters type shit. Like, I hope so. Like, Frankie got the biggest reveal of that fucking mural, and then he's like, "Holy shit, I gotta tell this to Robin." Holy
that mural reveal. Sorry, now we're just gonna talk about Elbaf.
Yeah. Sorry.
That mural reveal is probably one of the craziest things I think Oda has done in recent memory.
No, literally.
I seriously. I said it during the first chapter of Egghead. I think this was way before I even met you or Brian or anybody. But I was like, he's not kidding when he says it's time to reveal all the secrets of the world. Like, literally, first chapter of Egghead, we meet Vegapunk.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
It's Lilith, but it's still Vegapunk. Like, we meet Vegapunk, chapter 1 of Egghead. Then, I guess it was technically chapter 2, but whatever. Literally in the middle of Egghead, he starts like he reveals to the Egghead, or Vegapunk reveals to the whole entire crew that Luffy's fruit is not the Gum Gum fruit.
Yeah, dude.
Like, he is essentially the reincarnation of a god. And, like, I mean, we knew that from Wano, but the crew didn't know that.
Yeah.
And
That's true. That's the first time hearing anything like that.
we get Vegapunk's crazy speech after his death.
It's fucking literally Earth. Like, I didn't think it exploded even bigger with the world building, but goddamn, that shit was a fucking bomb.
That reveal of what's happening to the oceans is so fucking Wind Waker.
Dude,
like,
I love it. I love it.
You could tell he was like, I've been playing a lot of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Let's make this shit Wind Waker as hell. Like,
what if we make the whole fucking Earth sea?
Dude, like, I don't know. Like, then there was that. We finally get to see what the Gorosei is about.
Yeah, true.
With these crazy ass demon forms.
Oh yeah. We get to see them fight. Like, that's crazy. Like,
Zoro going toe to toe with that one. That was the horseman. Like,
yeah, dude, that was cool.
Fucking wild.
And the size difference. Like, I didn't think they were big, but holy fuck,
dude,
they're huge,
gigantic.
Like, holy
and that like 2-page spread of like them getting summoned and like Gear 5 Luffy is just like in the air is one of the craziest 2-page spreads he's ever done.
It's fucking beautiful.
Like, again, like, his sense of scale when he wants it to work is insane. Like, that page of Loki standing over Luffy from 20 chapters ago, I think, was insane. Like, again, like, we're gushing about this dude because, like, this man deserves all the praise in the world. Like, people think just because this series is long that it can't be good.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm telling you right now, this series is good because of how long it is.
Yeah.
Like, again, you get once in a generational stories about things. I say once in generational, like once in millennial stories that are this insane. There's the Odyssey, and then there's One Piece. Like, I don't remember when the Odyssey was written. Sorry, not sorry, but
like literally like probably wait, I think probably before Christ, right?
It has it's either after or before. But
now One Piece is the modern day.
Well, we're googling real quick, so we just be sure we have our facts correct.
I was gonna say that you were right on it being it was implied that Frankie Queen are father and son only because,
which is absurd.
Yeah, only because Queen's Vivia card from the recent reveals say that he had a son 36 years ago,
and Frankie's 36.
Yeah, and abandoned him 10 years later, and this coincides with Frankie's birth and his time with Tom's workers at Water 7. Like, I mean, I can see it too because it makes sense. I mean, they're both cyborgs.
Yeah. Like, and again, we can't always trust information that's in the Vivre cards.
Yeah.
But that's still a crazy piece of information that he just like put in some side material. But again, like, there are two stories. I think they're literally a millennia apart, and it's the Odyssey and One Piece. And there will never be stories like these ever again. Not in our lifetime, anyway.
Oh yeah, like that shit. Around 12,000 BC.
So yeah, I mean that's 4,000 years right there.
Like nobody made it another hitter like that one, like One Piece did, bro.
So now, why don't we?
We're going to go into top fives now.
I guess we'll just get into top fives while we're at it. See, which one do you want to start off with? Do you want to start off with like laughs?
Yeah, let's be a little small and cheesy with it. I'm down with it.
So I'll start.
Yeah.
So we'll go back and forth. So I'll start one. Then on the next top five, you'll start one, and we'll go back and forth.
Yeah, I like that idea. So you can finish it, like do all your top fives, and then I'll do mine.
So my number 5 is Arlong. Well,
Crazy.
might as well just do the fucking laughs. The
The shark laugh is great.
the Big Mom is my number 4 with the ha 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 mama mama the banger laugh. I it's so good. Number 3 is Brooke. The
Yeah.
so good.
Oh yeah.
It never stops being funny. It always makes me laugh every time.
Always puts me in a feel good mood. Big Mom's like laugh was also like one of those laughs that you can make cheery and then make it eerily creepy.
Make it diabolical.
Yeah, like that's one of the things I like about Big Mom's laugh, even though it's not my top 5. But
So,
yeah.
and then my number 2,
What?
Caesar Clown.
The goofiest fucking laugh.
I hate the laugh, but I mean it's Frieza. It's the Japanese Frieza doing the laugh. I can't help it. And my number 1 is Blackbeard.
It was good.
Banger shit. It's so good.
It has such a distinct aura compared to everyone else's. And his like it just feels like a sleaze bag. He sounds like a sleaze bag that got away with it type shit. No, that's what I love about it. All right, my top 5. So I'm going from 5, which is Foxy.
The great laugh.
The was it?
It's
Yeah,
so
that shit's good.
so good.
Oh yeah, and his little fucking bots. Oh, fucking. That shit was fucking annoying, but when I got to the Long Green Long Land, man, that shit was stuck in my head for.
Well, the
about a few
original
days.
anime adaptation is fucking garbage of it too. They added like 700 different games.
No, literally, and made
They
it.
red light, green light, roller derby.
Yeah.
Like just because.
Fucking. Oh God. All right, it was tough. I hate that it also matters too because of what Vegapunk said.
Yeah.
Of like the C4 being fucking rising. I'm just like, damn, that makes a lot more sense with all the clues were there and we couldn't see it until Oda was like, all right, here you go, I'll make it.
Surprise, bitch.
Yeah, I'll make it more apparent now, and you're like, oh. Anyways, back on topic. As you mentioned earlier, my 4 is Caesar. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the.
Can never go wrong with the sholololo, brother.
It's probably the goofiest fucking laugh, like ever. Like you hear somebody laugh like that, you immediately reaction is, who the fuck laughs like?
Fuck laughs like that.
Who are you? Like
Fucking freak.
No, literally, and he looks like a fucking freak too. Fucking experiment on kids and shit. Like, come on. Oh my god. Anyways.
Perodine.
My 3rd is Salty Dragwire. I can go with that. Yeah, it's you know,
banger shit, man.
it's just wholesome, cute, but
And
fuck.
so fucking sad
Yeah, it's so
all at the
sad.
same time.
But that's what I love about it, and it's a sentimental value. My second one is Whitebeard. I just love that he laughs with, with devil fruit. It's like, how do you know what fruit he has?
All right, dude.
Like, that shit's hilarious. And then my first one is Blackbeard, obviously. I mean,
My
I couldn't go wrong with that one.
gotta name an honorable mention for laughs. You gotta mention Kaido.
Oh.
And the anime, his actor in the anime kills it.
Oh yeah.
He rolls the R.
Oh really?
Dude, he's all. It's so.
In Japanese, he fucking goes
Dude,
in.
he kills it, dude. He's going fucking psychotic on the laugh. And I think another mention for laughs is Roger.
Oh,
Like I gotta mention Roger because
Roger's a good character. For a character that we don't know a lot about,
I mean we know
he's cool.
what, like 11 chapters of his shit,
Yeah.
and it's
But-
like, again, just like stuff that we've just seen through like happenstance.
Yeah, like we didn't get to see like the full adventure. We just get pieces, little crumbs of his milestones, and that's about it.
So speaking of Roger,
But it's a good laugh.
let's do top 5 flashbacks.
Ooh, I don't think I wrote that one for me.
And you can just go off vibes,
No real.
like whatever you're feeling, because I know we totally, I meant to say this earlier, our prompts even from last week are still not done.
Yeah, you had it though on lockdown though.
I had a lot of them done, but there were others that I was just like, I'm going off the dome, and some of these will be like that today as well. because life is so fucking busy. It is so hard to find the time to even remotely write some of this shit down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm just a little lazy though.
I mean, that's also fair point there.
But I'll let you wanna, or do you want me to start?
I can start if you want me to.
I had one in my head, but I just lost it. No, I didn't. Odin flashback.
That's my number 5.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Oh yeah, Odin's flashback is you literally see, like, now that I think about it, a lot of these characters, if we don't see them actively with the crew, like 9 times out of 10, this character is the flashback, and furthermore, but Odin, I just love the fact that this little hooligan just ran town, did everything. He even had like a harem that he had to go fight through, which is crazy to think about.
Dude, he had a
riz,
he had a
immaculable riz.
harem, and he would like kidnap him, but then he'd be like, "You can leave if you want." I think.
Yeah,
Like
he'd be stealing dudes' wives, and like he just ran, didn't give a fuck.
he would run, and then he would be like, "You can leave if you want." Like he would kidnap them, but be like, "You can go if you don't want to stay. It's okay," which is fucking hilarious.
It's crazy to do as a son of a of a.
Wasn't he like the shogun? He was the shogun.
Yeah,
His dad
literally.
was a shogun.
Like that shit's insane. What else is another one? Robin flashback is another one.
Mm-hmm. That's my number 3, I believe.
No, yeah, you can't go wrong. I mean,
Actually, that's my number 2. My number 3 is Chopper. Actually,
yeah, Chopper's flashback is really good too. Now they're all fucking sad, but man, do they hit the
right in the chest every time.
hit.
Every time.
Oda does it. I don't know how he does it. He can make you laugh your fucking ass off, but then you gotta pay for it by crying.
Yeah.
A little later on, like holy shit. For me, another recency bias is Kuma's backstory flashback.
It's my number 1.
Yeah, no, yeah. Can't go wrong with that either, because that shit. I never read a. Well, I read a few mangas like Vagabond. That shit made me cry and really think about life. But fucking One Piece. Oh man, that shit makes me cry every other week. I dive into it. But fucking Kuma's backstory was the first that I caught up on reading, and just as I go going through, I'm like, God damn, this dude just
Dude, my man's went through it.
like holy fuck.
Like we always talk about like who went through it the worst, and genuinely I feel like it's Kuma. Like the only person I feel like who went through it worse than him was Robin.
Yeah, a little genuinely.
Like, and Robin's is kind of, and I don't want to like go negative on Robin's flashback, but it's kind of diminished now purely because Saul is still alive. If Saul wasn't still alive, I feel like it would still be hitting the way it does.
Yeah. But even then, the anime is like, oh, I'll reopen that wound.
Dude, yeah,
Like-
it's like, oh, you're still crying. I'm gonna make that shit even worse. And I'm telling you right now, this next anime episode is gonna fuck our shits up crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like, especially if they do. I don't think they're gonna do it in this next episode, but that scene of him running as he's growing up.
Yeah.
That quote that Vegapunk says as he pulls the lever had me sobbing like crazy when I read it the first time. Is your death will be a nuisance to every person who ever loved you.
Yeah, bro.
Like, and I talked about it last week, but I'll bring it up now. I had a friend who committed suicide at the end of 2020, and it was literally days before Chapter 1000 came out. Chapter 1000 pulled me out of the dark, proving to me that life is still okay. Like, no matter what happens, life will still be okay. And like, One Piece has been around for me through my lowest of the lows and my highest of highs. I was reading basically from 2020 to 2023. I was reading My Hero Academia and One Piece at the same time. I dropped My Hero Academia, but I kept reading One Piece.
Oh fuck yeah.
And again, I don't hate My Hero Academia. I still love it, but that I dropped it for a little while, and it was purely just because it wasn't hitting like it was supposed to be. But again, your death is a nuisance to everybody who ever loved you. Makes me think of my friend.
No, real.
Because we still talk about him on Facebook every now and then, like on like National Suicide Awareness Day, and like around like on the day of his death, we talk about him because he was that much of a light. But
I love that.
You never know like what these people are going through behind the scenes, you know.
Dude, for real.
But anyway, I'll talk about my number 4 because we basically shared
majority of them.
The majority of the flashbacks we shared, but there's one that you did not mention, and that's Fisher Tiger and Otahime.
Oh, that one is fucking
aka
big.
the Jinbei flashback. The themes that this flashback sets up. Like, look, we're gonna give Fishman Island some shit because it's not the best arc in the series.
But
for as long as they were hyping it up.
Nope.
But however, the amount of themes and shit that is like so important for the future of this franchise happened in Fishman Island.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, just like Skypia, there is going to be a section of the fan base that is going to come out in a few years and be like, Fishman Island wasn't that bad. Y'all are tripping. And like, I'm kind of like, overall, Fishman Island's like in the middle of my list of arcs. Like, if I was to rank them all out, they'd probably be right in the middle. I don't think it's as bad as Brian. Brian says it's the worst.
So much scenes.
There's a lot of important shit that happens.
A lot of I would say a lot of themes that apply to life and reflect that. And a lot of One Piece like the way Oda writes this whole fucking show manga is quite literally like just a reflection of our life. Like literally like off the rip will look at somebody and be like, I'll make you into a character.
Like Fisher Tiger and Otahime are literally based off of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr.
Fishman Island being literally the arc that deals with baseless racism. Yeah, just that in general, and how, and even like the Celestial Dragons, like that arc also like showed us a different side of a Celestial Dragon, but still. Like
Don Quixote Mioscard,
man,
which like, so wild that dude's a Don Quixote.
Yo, dude, for real. I even think about that. Like, I wonder if like, or like they cared, or he ever like looked at what Dolphy was doing, type shit.
I also mentioned Chopper, which I don't know if this was in your top 5 or not, but
it was not.
This is the first flashback that like really got me. I don't ever remember being a blubbering mess watching any anime ever until I watched this. Like, I straight up was like, we used to have this red couch that was like it would recline and stuff.
Oh hell yeah.
But it was in my room, so like my bed would be here and the couch would be like right next to it. And my TV was hanging on the wall, so I would literally like position the TV towards the couch, and I would lay on the couch and watch anime. And I was watching One Piece, and the scene of this will go into quotes for sure, but the when does a man die? Or when does a man truly die? And he dies when he's forgotten.
Yeah,
is like really got me. And then, can it be the same for a country? Like, and then there's someone coming up here. He's my son. Don't hurt him. And then I lived a wonderful life, and he blows himself up. Like,
God damn.
What you want to talk about? Waterworks?
Oh my god,
dude! I was a fucking mess. And then when he goes back to Kureha and he's holding the flag and he's waving it back and forth, and he's like, "I will be the cure-all. I will be the greatest doctor that ever lived." and like he has like all of his bandages over his face and shit, and he's just like snot nose crying like I I don't know. It doesn't help. Dude is like a cutie pie, so like so I'm automatically just like a fucking blubbering mess. But yeah, I think that's it for flashbacks.
I have one more actually that I
You got
remember.
another one?
Yeah, I do.
All right, let's see
that
what
might
you got.
be the full list, but Brooks.
Yeah, Brooks flashback is great.
God damn, that made me instantly like that character a lot. I couldn't even imagine living that long and just to be
Just on your own.
yeah, I'm barely alone. Like that's probably one of my worst fears like ever.
Dude, being by yourself is like the worst. Like
Yeah,
I think Ellie from The Last of Us said it best. It's like I'm scared of being alone.
no, real shit.
Like that's a thing I'm scared of too. It's like, and I can only imagine how being by yourself for 50 years will make you feel.
Yeah, like especially for your mental state. Like holy fuck.
He's making himself laugh by like positioning himself at a 45-degree angle against the wall of a ship. Dude, like you got to do something to entertain yourself, especially when your whole crew's dead bodies are around you.
Yeah, literally. And oh my god, dude, yeah. And just like that, and then him like, well, it ties into like him actually enjoying life again after dealing with that. Like, no, I know a lot of people like will deal with suicide and or have suicidal thoughts. So with that, like, it kind of just like helped like recognize that, and just like even on the brink of like just almost doing it, like you'll find a community, you'll find somebody out there that will care. And that shit hit home for me.
That scene after the flashback when he finds out that Laboon is still waiting, and that Luffy knows who Laboon is, and he starts crying like dude's a skeleton and got no tear ducts. And he's like, I'm so glad I lived, is fucking powerful.
No, literally.
It's probably one of the most powerful moments in the whole series, honestly.
Oh yeah.
And also you get the banger song Bink Sake.
Yeah, exactly. Like 10 out of 10 song.
I literally think about that song all the time.
Oh yeah.
I'll listen to Uta's version because it's like the only one that's on Spotify. I guess they have the Roger Pirates one, but even then I'll just listen to Uta's because Otto's voice is
it's good,
amazing.
I'm not awful, but yeah, Brooks flashback is really good.
So this is a little bit of an impromptu question here.
Oh shit.
It's not on our list, so I'm kind of just going off the fly here. Do you have a concept that Oda has introduced that you like really sticks out to you?
Like
for me, it's the Dawn of the World.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I think we had this conversation before.
Yeah, the Dawn of the World is one that really sticks out to me. Because you got Nekomamushi saying it.
Yeah.
You got Oden saying that we wait for the Dawn of the World. His wife Toki saying the same thing. Then this is more of like a jokey one, I guess, but all of Usopp's lies becoming true.
Oh, I would love that.
Is one that like I really like.
Yeah.
Trying to think of another one. There's another one that I really like.
I'm very interested in the Will of D.
Yep.
Like that's always like what the fuck? You can't just you point that letter out and then now we're ever forced to remember it until he says something about it again.
Yeah, the idea of Joy Boy.
Yeah, I love that.
And the sun god and the sun god Nika being one and the same are like is another concept. It's fairly recent concept, but it's one that I really like, and I can't wait to see what he does with it. And like I know for Oda, nothing is gonna get left. Like no strand is gonna be left undone.
Oh yeah.
Like no matter what, like even if he has to do like extended material for it, it's not gonna get left undone. You go any other author, however, shit is gonna be left like on the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
Unsure of what's to come.
Make an interview that gets that question answered.
Yeah.
About a certain character or whatnot type shit.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think another one. Man, I thought I had it. More or less like the Ancient Kingdom. Honestly,
Dude,
I'm
yeah.
very curious of what the Ancient Kingdom.
Dude, the shit like,
is.
we were just talking about with Egghead, like all the shit that he was revealing. Like, how about
Yeah.
the fact that the Ancient Kingdom was like
more advanced than
the
what
more advanced than what Vegapunk is doing?
literally like that's
Like that is one of the most crazy reveals I think I ever read. Was that he was like, yeah, they're more advanced than I was, brother. What?
What do you mean? You're the smartest dude
You're
here.
fucking Albert Einstein, brother. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
I guess the space pirates and
Yeah,
that mural in the moon.
the mural is the one that I'm like.
That means something.
You better explain that shit soon, brother.
Like you gotta bring a nail back with something.
I hate being week to week. Like I'm jealous
yeah.
of these people who get to binge read. Like I totally would like let it stack up, but I'm telling you right now, I can't do it because like I need my One Piece fix, man.
Literally, it's fucking good.
So here's another question, a little bit impromptu. Do you have a favorite One Piece movie?
I've only seen a few actually.
Have you seen like all the film ones? Like,
I've only seen Red. I think I've seen the one with Shiki.
oh, Strong World.
Strong World, yeah. I've seen. Oh, I think that might be it actually. I wanted to see Gold and the horror one, the one that literally mentally fucks Luffy.
Oh, the Baron Omatsuri one. Yeah.
That one.
So I need to watch that one still.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet.
But I've been hearing a lot of the early One Piece movies are like hit or miss. Like some of them are good, some of them aren't great. I've seen a lot of like the specials, like the recap movies where like they'll like I saw like the Enies Lobby recap one, which honestly is pretty good.
Really?
It's very odd because it's like right before Film Z.
Oh,
which is like
I think I've seen that.
Because like Film Z is the one with the dude who used to be a Marine.
Oh, Douglas Bullet?
Not Douglas Bullet.
Oh.
I think his name is Zephyr, I think.
Oh, they fight on a.
They fight on the volcano island.
Yeah. Okay, I think I have.
So let me be real with you. Film Red and Film Z are my favorites of like the One Piece film section.
Red is probably the only one that I've actually.
Dude, Film Red. So I saw Film Red and Stampede in theaters.
Goated. Only seen Film Red. And
I have a.
Forever loved that.
I have a poster, like a little like postcard thing of Stampede somewhere.
I have a cup from Carl's Jr. They had a promotional cup.
What?
Yeah, you know that?
What?
Yeah, they had a promotional cup.
How the fuck did I miss that?
I don't know. I wish we met sooner.
Dude.
Because I got me my fiance one, and I was like, I'm not throwing this away. Like I'm gonna.
Like it's like, is it like it's just like a cardboard cup?
It's just like a regular plastic cup.
Oh, okay.
Just the cover of the film. It actually looks pretty cool. Let me see if I can find it.
Kirby is in the studio with us. I don't know if it picked up on the mic, but Kirby is a guest in the studio right now.
You might hear Pikmin here and there.
Oh, Pikmin, not Kirby. Sorry.
Same Nintendo product. Don't worry.
They sound relatively similar.
Yeah. Piece cup. But yeah, no. I fucking. Yeah.
Okay, I remember that. Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that it was Carl's Jr. that did that.
Yeah. That was the only time I ever ate at Carl's Jr. By the way, when I went out of my way to be
you will not catch me eating at Carl's Jr. barely ever. Because that last time I ate that shit, it gave me diarrhea crazy.
Oh hell no. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Let's see. Is there another impromptu question I want to ask you? Because a lot of these are like rough. Because I don't even have them written down. Let's do a little bit of quotes. These are not going to be ranked because we're kind of just going off the dome with these.
I don't have a lot either, but I do have the one, which was as I will start the quote offs. Is Don Quixote's Marineford quote.
The Marineford quote is probably the best quote in all of One Piece, and in all of fiction, maybe, because the line in particular that gets me is, kids who have never known peace and kids who have never known war have very different ideas of what justice is.
Yeah, That shit's fucking strong. He also says
Whoever wins this war is justice.
yeah, or like history is only written by the winners.
History is written by the winners. And there's that.
Something like that.
When does a man die? We already mentioned it.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
Little bit of a goofy one here, but have you ever heard that old phrase? If you're hungry, eat. It's a legendary Luffy quote.
Shout out Luffy.
A hero is somebody who shares all the meat. I want all the meat to myself. And then Zoro saying a hero is a person who shares all the sake. I want all the sake for myself. There's another one I had in my mind. Oh,
such a get ready to tell it that you're a pirate is that way.
The quote that really sticks with me, especially in this day and age that we're in now, is it's a quote from Frankie on the way to Eni's lobby. In the manga, he says existence is not a crime.
Oh yeah,
but
literally thinking this right now.
The English dub, at a very rare W, makes the quote even better, where he says, "Those government bastards may say that your existence is wrong, but just being alive, just being who you are, is never wrong." He says there is no right and wrong in being who you are.
I fucking love that. Actually, I amplify that a lot more. From a simple like sentence to that, like holy shit.
Like again, I have several One Piece edits saved on my phone of just that quote because it's so powerful.
Yeah. And it's just like these quotes are like, no, they're like kind of inspiring almost. Like it shapes at least One Piece like just shaped my morality.
Yeah,
how I see the world. Like with these, especially with these quotes. Like man,
One Piece and Avatar: The Last Airbender.
They change a motherfucker, and they change me. I love both those shows. Yep. Like holy crap.
Parents showed me Avatar: The Last Airbender and expected me not to be radicalized. Like crazy shit. I know.
Well, to live in peace with everybody.
So we did quotes. Let's do a little bit of a fun one here. Let's do top 5 ships.
Oh, okay.
Which I think you did. I think you did boats. You did captains because you couldn't remember the name of the boats.
Yeah. But I know you remember most of them.
Yeah, I got the Polar Tang.
Hell yeah.
The Moby Dick. The Nostra Costello.
Yeah, that's 3 right there on my list.
the Victoria Punk.
Okay.
Eustace Kid. And then I have the Thousand Sunny as my number 1.
The only difference I have is for that is just the Going Merry and Thousand Sunny being their own individual ones. They're just iconic. I love the names.
Yeah, of course. Honorable mention goes to the Going Merry. My friend and I who have been watching together, we always talk about how the Japanese, they call it the Going Merry Go.
Really?
Yeah, they said the Going Merry Go.
Just add emphasis.
Well, they call the Sunny Go.
Really?
They said the Thousand Sunny Go.
Oh wow!
Like in the Japanese anime, they say that.
Okay, now that you say that, I do hear it every now and then, but sometimes they don't even say it. Well, I might be wrong.
Okay, we did laughs, ships. I mean, you're on to ships now. But
Yeah,
I'm seeing where do we go next.
We can do top 5 moments that made you cry.
Do you wanna name off some ships real quick before we get into that? Or did I name basically all the ones that you have?
Yeah, no, yeah, because I think you said the Costello,
the Polar Tang, the Moby Dick, the Nostra Costello, and then the Victoria Punk.
Yeah, I only had just the Moby Dick. That was Sunny, and Beige's ship. Yeah, and so
The moments that made us cry. I've already named a couple.
Yeah.
Chopper's flashback, basically as a whole. Robin's flashback as a whole. Kuma's flashback.
Those are my top 3
because these motherfuckers cannot catch a fucking break.
No, literally, they deserve a W, like, and just peace for fuck's sake.
Luffy and Sanji fighting on Whole Cake Island and then reuniting on Whole Cake Island is a moment that like shit fucked me up, dude. Like if I want to go and cry, I go and watch that. Especially them reuniting,
No, that's
because
real.
that shit is so powerful.
It is.
Luffy's "I Still Have My Friends" gets me
Yeah.
every
It's
time.
on my list too. Well, oh no, it's not actually out loud. But yeah, no, that those are fucking definitely fucking tearjerkers right there. Did you have one more, or was that all 5?
That was all 5, but dude, I could go on forever with the moments that made me cry in this fucking show.
Because yeah, no, this show fucking has a fuck ton.
Another one I want to mention, because this is one that my wife saw me and she's like, "Are you okay?" On Whole Cake Island, when we get Sanji's like extended flashback, he takes the food to his mom, and it's like all fucked up and gross, and she still eats it and says that it's good. It, like, just immediately had me sobbing, and she was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "No, I'm not. Not at all."
That's fair, because I don't know. Literally, Sanji probably has.
This shit is
top
fucking
3.
tragic, dude.
No, literally, that boy got the shit end of the stick on that one.
His fuck ass family, his shitty brothers, bro.
Shitty ass father.
The shitty father and shitty brothers. You might need to re-RNG your life, bro. Like, straight up.
I hope your stats are in fucking.
Maybe your stats will be better next time you spawn in.
All right, so for my moments that made me cry, Kuma backstory, Robin backstory, obviously. But for me, my third one is the Straw Hats getting separated.
Yes,
that shit.
Forgot about that one.
Oh, that one's a hitter. My God, seeing Luffy just fucking like hit the ground and like just out of frustration, and his voice crackling, like, god damn,
I couldn't save any of them.
That shit fucking hurts. I'm like, god, and you feel that useless moment, or
like he literally is sitting there like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I save them? It is so rough.
Oh yeah, shit's like, and I don't know how Oda does it. Oda finds
he knows how to like push these characters to their limits. Like,
holy shit.
Like, he knows how to do it, and it's like, I almost wish he didn't, because it's like, I like to be able to not cry every week when some shit's happening.
Type shit. Like, holy crap. My fourth one, or my second one to be fair, is Corazon dying / him saving Law, like in the chest.
Didn't make me cry, but I totally get it.
Oh yeah, no. Him like just smiling, and then Law be like, "Oh fuck, it's something's gonna happen." And
you know what?
Being silent is crazy.
You know what got me about Law's flashback is when Corazon is standing over him when he thinks that Law is asleep, and he's like, "You thought your kick hurt me, but it didn't hurt me at all. It was like, you're the one who's hurting," and he's like sobbing and crying over him. That is what got me.
That shit. That shit's fucking. No, that one also made me cry. I can't lie to that.
So now let's. You have one more?
I have one more.
My bad.
No, this is probably the good kind of cry that I always enjoy, because it's Luffy seeing Sabo for the first time.
Yeah.
After those long years, and him being like, or Sabo calling him his nickname. Only him and Ace would call him, and Luffy being like, "Wait a minute."
He does that face hug. He does that face hug that he does to Zoro, where he like stuffs his face into his stomach, and he's just like, dude, that was the first time I bawled my eyes out, post time skip. I got another moment that actually I wanted to talk about that I forgot about.
No, really.
Raizo is safe.
Oh, that is a good moment.
Is the moment another moment that took me off guard to where I was sobbing again, like, because the whole time leading up to this moment, you think that they were telling the truth, that Raizo was not on the island, or that was not on Zoe, while it was being attacked by Jack.
Yeah,
and you're like, okay, well, he's definitely not here. And then in comes Kinemon, and you think he's gonna fuck everything up.
Yo.
And he's like, I'm a vassal of Kozuki Oden. I'm here to find Raizo. And Dogstorm and Cat Viper are like, we've waited for you. They sit down and they bow. Raizo Dono is safe. And everybody's like, holy shit. And Nekomamushi's line of, we never sell out a Conrad.
Oh, what
Powerful. Powerful shit.
That shit, that is a good moment. And him knowing or finding out that people were like almost dying basically for him was like, holy shit. I bet he felt like
Dude, he had to
the
have.
worst. Like he could have done something, or like having him would have been the less of a casualty. But man, that was a good moment. I can't lie.
Let's talk moments in general.
Okay.
This will probably also be pretty off the cuff.
Yeah.
Chapter 1000. This is the first one that came to my mind. Chapter 1000 as a whole, or episode 1015 if you're an anime watcher. It's probably some of the best anime One Piece has ever done. Like, yeah, we got flashy shit with like Zoro versus King, and we have flashy shit with Gear 5 Luffy, but nothing embodies what Luffy is more than Chapter 1000. The scene that gets me the most, and what I think is so crazy, is this is anime only, not in the manga. When Yamato is watching Luffy stand in front of Roger, and they both say, I'm gonna be... Birds go everywhere. And then you have Oden, Sabo, Whitebeard, and Ace, and they're all in the same positions, same facial expressions, saying essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, so these two are connected more than we realize.
Yeah.
Like other than just sharing the straw hat. I think that shit is so powerful.
It was a beautiful,
like that's
the animated scene that like put a tear in my eye.
Megumi Ishitani, woman gets it. Have her be in charge of all of One Piece. She understands it. Don't relegate her to just opening theme songs, please.
Love of God, like that woman does so much. I kid you not. If she was literally director of animating it the whole time, you probably would have more people watching the shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. Every episode that she has made is a top 5 episode contender.
Yeah. Yep.
Like literally. 1015, 967 or 956, I think.
Oh yeah, she did the King fight, the Sanji and
did she do the Sanji Queen fight?
I think so. Or it might have been someone else.
So I know she did the Queen concert.
Oh really?
On Onigashima.
I love that concert.
I know she did that episode.
That shit was heat. I cannot lie.
I know she did that episode. I can't remember the episode number, but I know she did that one. So she did that one, 1015, and then she did the one with the one I think before the Emperor bounty reveals. I think.
Oh.
I think that was the one she did, because it was the one with Garp and Fishman Island, and it was like. The first segment I remember of hers was the going through the warlords and like how it was animated. And I love her trick that she does where it's not Zeus. Is it Prometheus is the sun?
Yeah.
But using Prometheus as like natural light or like as a light that like like the lens flare as, like dude, she literally is just making cinema weekly cinema. Like, make her in charge of all of it. Like, it will. I'm telling you right now, One Piece Weekly is destroying Demon Slayer. Is destroying the new Bleach anime.
I love Bleach too, by the
And
way.
I love Bleach.
That shit's my shit.
Especially the new animation is fucking gas.
That
But I'm
1,000-year
telling you
arc.
right now, go watch Garp versus Kuzan and tell me that animation is better, or tell me that it's worse than Ichigo versus whoever the fuck he was fighting when that episode came out at the same time. Like, it's not even close. Like, weekly One Piece animation is so fucking good. They're hiring the best people. Because, let's be real, this series deserves it.
Oh, yeah.
It sucks that it took almost 30 years for us to get to this point.
But now it's getting the high fucking shtick of everything. And as it should, honestly.
Like, that's why this remake needs to be as good as it possibly can be. That's the thing, is like, they're taking their sweet ass time with it.
Oh, yeah.
They've shown this is what's making me think it's taken so long. Side note, we'll get back to moments in a second. I apologize. This is what I think is taking so long for the One Piece to come out. Is they are animating a big chunk of what's to come, like of the initial stuff. Like, from what we were told, it was East Blue. However, their concept art was showing shit from Reverse Mountain. So my thought is that they are possibly.
I thought they were just gonna do the whole show.
I think they might drop it in chunks. I think so. Like, they'll drop like
that
East Blue to like Alabasta maybe, and then take a little bit of time, and then Jaya to like post Water 7. And then then take a little time. Thriller Bark to post war.
I like that, actually.
But I think Wit is going to be taking care of like the pre-time skip remake, and Toei is going to be doing the post-time skip remakes.
Interesting.
That's what I think is going to happen.
Well, that's actually interesting.
But again, they've been taking so long on getting us new news about the One Piece that I don't know where exactly this shit is going to end. I just know that they had concept art from Reverse Mountain.
Yeah.
Back to moments. Side note, done. We talked about chapter 1000.
Yeah.
Luffy smashing the mirror on Whole Cake Island.
Oh, that is a good moment. Him be like, oh, hell no. It's time to finish this fucking fight.
Great shit. And like, again,
guts.
We always talk about how, like, on the internet, it's always a point of like, don't fuck with Zoro when he's smiling.
Yeah.
And don't fuck with Luffy when he got a frown on his face. Because if Luffy's mad, you're cooked, brother. You're cooked.
He's locking the fucking winner or lose.
However, he did get his ass whooped crazy style for like 90% of that fight.
But it kind of showed how fucking crazy he is at adapting. Like, he had to be pushed that far to then be like, all right, well,
some good shit.
I gotta get on his level to fucking beat him.
Some good shit.
That's some good writing right there, man. What other moments you got?
Let me think. So again, these are off the cuff. This is just shit I'm thinking of on the fly. Luffy pushing the zombie in the ground.
That is one of my favorite moments. Actually, that is.
I laugh uncontrollably every time.
Yeah. It's such a good visual bit that you have to see it. Like
I can see it playing in my head right now. Like,
literally, I'm playing it.
That one. Then Luffy punching the Celestial Dragon on Saba Odi.
Oh yeah. The most satisfying punch I've ever seen. In my
dead ass, bro.
Like, I don't think anything could satisfy me as much as that did. Like,
nothing had me standing up and screaming at the top of my lungs. Nothing had me like that ever. What's another one? Dude, Kizaru whooping ass against the worst generation on Saba Odi.
That shit was
beating the fuck out of everybody. Like,
I'm a stroll.
Have you ever been kicked at the speed of light?
That line was
dude. Dude, launching ska-loving Basil Hawkins off into the distance.
I love they call him ska level.
Dude, because he looks like he loves ska.
That is actually crazy.
He looks like he loves bands like Streetlight Manifesto and the Suicide Machines. Okay,
That's funny.
I don't know, man. Also, Luffy fighting Kaido for the first time, like in Act 1 of Wano, is so crazy because dude was like, I'm gonna beat his ass with Gear 4. No, the fuck you ain't.
Shit. That shit was like, oh, well, damn, we're going to be here for a while, huh?
This is another cool moment from Wano. Wano has so many crazy things that we could talk about here.
So true. It's a fat arc.
It's fat. It's the longest arc in the whole series. I think it was by design, honestly, because like
it was built up though, like super.
Let's talk about the first time this shit was ever mentioned. The first time Wano is ever mentioned is in Thriller Bark.
Literally, when
when they first meet the zombie of Ryuma, he said he is the swordsman from the land of Wano, and you're like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
And then like once you get in the post time skip, you meet Kinemon, and he's like, you fucking stole that. You fucking bitch, you stole that sword. And he's like, no, he gave it to me.
Yeah,
he gave it to me.
He wouldn't get it type shit.
Yeah.
I love that.
Smoking the cigarette, he wouldn't get it. Like,
bro literally did fight the ghost. You just don't know.
Yeah, so
like
I guess. The first time Wano is ever mentioned is in Thriller Bark. And then from basically 2011 all the way up to 2018 is the build to Wano.
Dude, yeah.
Like, we don't hit the shores of Wano till 2019.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy to even think about. Like, in real time, you had to wait for this kind of build up, and then the payoff is even like, it just feels so good.
What's even crazier is it's been like 2 weeks for them in the series.
Yeah, literally. It's so.
That's the crazy thing. Is like, I told my friend, I was like, I want you to know the whole entire series takes place over like 2.5 years, and they were like, you're fucking kidding me. And I'm like, I'm not.
There's just a lot of shit that happens in this fucking day.
Dude, like, it's that kind of
that kind of show.
Do you have any moments that you can think of?
I do for sure. I think easily Usopp or Sogeking or Luffy telling Sogeking to shoot that flag down.
Yep.
The government flag down.
Forgot about that moment. Luffy's line before that, where he says, "I now know who Robin's enemy is like, it's so good." And I keep mentioning my Discord friend. We will probably have them on the podcast someday, but they will be digital only because they do not live in our area.
No, valid.
They have just met Robin. They know absolutely nothing about this series.
Oh no.
So like, they know jack nothing about anything. So like, I had to be careful what I share on Discord because we have a whole channel just for like One Piece stuff.
Oh, real shit.
So like, they meet Robin and they're like, I automatically don't like this bitch. And I'm like, I just have to stay quiet. Like, I'm like,
your opinion will change.
Like, your opinion will change. Like,
I will not say any further.
And when we get to the third opening, Hikarie, which spoils Robin joining the crew, by the way.
Yeah, it does. I hate when do that.
I'm skipping that opening because I don't want them to know. Like, I want them to be shocked.
No, real. No, that's real.
Do you have any other moments? I have one that I just remembered.
What is it?
A man's dream never dies.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The Blackbeard moment, where we first meet him, and like, it's one of the coolest art things Oda's ever done. Where like, the whole background is white, and it's just Luffy, Zoro, Nami, and Blackbeard standing basically in silhouette.
And then them being like, it's not him, it's
them, which is one of the like, the fuck do you mean by that?
Yeah, literally.
What do you mean by that?
Well, how do you two know that? What does that mean? It's crazy. And then for him to say that and be almost like say his words as much as cool as like Luffy would say, like, it's wild to me, honestly.
And he's like the exact opposite of a character.
It's just wild. Another moment for me, I'm gonna put both of them in it, because it's in Jaya, or like Jaya Skypiea.
Yeah.
When you see the silhouette of Luffy in the sky after the bell rings.
Dude, yes.
And Nolan's not Nolan. What's his Mont Blanc?
Cricket.
Cricket, yeah. Cricket sees that and hears the bell and he smiles about it.
That's a moment that makes me cry every time too.
Really?
Yeah,
That shit. It's like, hey man, dreams are possible. This shit's it's real.
like especially at the beginning of the arc when you had Bellamy being like, the City of Dreams doesn't exist.
Yeah.
The Emerald City doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, and
I was about to say that,
you
too.
had this dude basically telling Luffy to give the fuck up on these dreams.
Yeah, like this ain't
But
this
he
ain't
punched
reality.
this dude like JD Legend. If you
Bro,
JD
That's
Legend
exactly the moment I was gonna tell it too.
JD
Like,
Legend describes it the best
my
as
God.
saying that Luffy tagged this motherfucker. He doesn't say motherfucker. He says something else, says a word that a white man cannot say. But he said, I have never seen Luffy hit a man that hard. He left
Literally.
an indention of his fist in the side of this dude's skull.
bro, and
Like,
oh my, the aura, holy
and
shit.
then they're like all the people that is with Bellamy are like, where are you going? And he turns around or he has his fist up and they're like, oh fuck, we're gonna get it too. And he just points to the sky and he goes, the sky? Like, where else am I going?
Literally. That moment there is. I'll put that together because look, it's in the kind of the same arc, but
So-
it's equally good.
So here's a question though. So Water 7 is essentially a setup arc.
All right.
So is Jaya. Which arc are you taking? Are you taking Jaya over Water 7 or are you taking Water 7 over Jaya?
Ooh. I mean, I kind of got to go with Jaya, honestly.
Really?
I just think the setup for Nika is like out of this world. Not only that, we get to see it shows like nothing's in this world is what you see. Like
Mhm.
like
Nothing is as it seems.
yeah, like anything is possible if you really wanted to go and try for it. And that Jaya like scene like kind of emphasized that, and Luffy's willingness to adventure towards that. And just like even though Nolan, I like the story with Nolan and like the Shandians.
Dude,
like, that was
I
good
just
backstory.
remembered it. Another flashback I need to mention is the Nolan Calgara flashback.
Yeah.
It said like if we were doing top 10s, Nolan Calgara would be number 6. Like that arc is, or that flashback is so fucking important.
Oh yeah, dude.
It is literally setting up so much shit. That's another moment too, is like that I need to mention is when literally Nolan is about to be executed
Yeah.
and the bell ringing times up with him being executed,
That shit's crazy.
which is fucking insane. And it's like these two guys said that they would meet again and they never do, but they meet again through time essentially. Like,
I love that actually.
I feel like Nolan and Usopp are related in some way.
Oh yeah. And
And then Calgara and Wiper are related in some way. Also, like, this is a world where anything and everything can happen.
yeah, you can go down to the sea and there's an island there, and you can go up in the sky and there's more islands.
There's
there.
more islands in the sky.
Like, the
Like
world
there are
isn't
natural islands in the sky, and then there's
man-made ones. too.
the man-made one, which like, and then there's the ones that get shot up into the air by
Yeah.
the knock-up stream.
Yeah, literally.
Which another super sick reveal is that half of the island of Jaya got shot up into the air.
yeah.
Like, again, man, if you don't think this shit's peak, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
what are you doing? with
like
your life?
again, these people. So we're gonna go on a bit of a tangent about One Piece haters real quick. One Piece haters are fucking stupid. These dudes say that this series is bad just because it's long. But it's like y'all are sticking around watching shit like, sorry, Demon Slayer fans. I like Demon Slayer, but I'm telling you right now, it's not as good as y'all are saying it is. Same with Solo Leveling. It's not as good as y'all are saying it is.
You're just ore farming the anime.
Dude, like genuinely, Solo Leveling is this dude just oral farming for like 20 minutes every episode. And while that's cool at times, it's not what I want
Yeah,
from a series.
it's not really a fulfilling
And it's
story.
diabolical that you people who voted in the Crunchyroll Anime Awards voted for Solo Leveling to win Anime of the Year over Frieren.
That is crazy.
That's
Frieren's
fucked
fucking
up because
beautiful.
Frieren is miles and miles and miles away better than Solo Leveling. And so is Dan to Dan. The fact that y'all didn't vote for Dan to Dan either is fucking pissing me off too. I fucking hate new gen anime fans. Like y'all fucking suck in every way.
Y'all just have something to dislike something. I'm like, can you just try it? I mean, my fiance says this all the time to me when I'm not like willing to eat something or having.
Just try it.
Just try it. You might just do it. Like,
and here's the crazy thing: if y'all don't like the anime, you can read it. If you still want to watch the anime, go find One Piece.
Yeah.
Like I know it's a joke that like One Piece is like this fan edited project that cuts shit down, but I'm telling you right now,
it fucking helps.
It helps so much. Like the rewatch that I was doing with my wife. So my wife's never seen it before. We got to Water 7 and she got to the point where she was like, I can't watch this anymore because I don't like this pacing. We started doing One Piece. We watched through Water 7, Enies Lobby, Thriller Bark, Saba Odi, Amazon Lily, Impel Down, Marineford, and now we haven't started Punk Hazard yet. We just finished Fishman Island, and that was in the course of like a month. Like if we weren't taking breaks, it would have been like a week or two. Like I'm telling you right now, One Piece is the way to go if you want to watch this anime until the One Piece comes out, the Netflix one.
Yeah. And reading it's even faster. Like,
dude, especially if you're a fast reader. We were gonna have him on tonight. A friend of mine, he read all of One Piece in like 3 weeks.
Damn.
Like it's possible. Like y'all can fly through this shit no problem. Y'all just don't want to because the animation ugly apparently. But whatever. Anyway, new gen anime fan rant over.
just accept some wacky shit. Come on, just try it.
So anyway, let's talk about because we did moments, right? We were on moments.
Yeah, I think
then we went on just like a rant about how good Skypiea is.
I was gonna say another moment was if you want to dial back to that is fuck I had it. Motherfucking the goat fucking I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Mr. Two? Bon Clay.
Yeah. Yeah.
My boy Bon Clay switching to be Magellan and be like,
it's so good,
it's
dude.
just the go on, be free, I'll be okay, and knowing that maybe he'll die. I don't think Luffy knows that he dies, by the way.
Here's the thing: is that he's still alive.
He is still alive, but I don't think Luffy knows that.
Nobody does. Like, I mean, especially if you will just watch the anime, you don't know the dude's still alive.
Yeah,
you have no idea.
You got to be a manga reader for that one.
Another moment I got that just thought of the introduction of Silver's Ray Lee.
That was a good one. I think I put Kaido in mine too.
The introduction of Kaido is crazy too. Dude, any introduction of a character that we have just heard about, or like character that's like from the previous generation, like the introduction of Whitebeard is awesome. The introduction of, and also let's just talk about this. The introduction of Whitebeard literally has the nameplate as Edward Newgate, the strongest man in the world, and it's like
hard.
You know, when Oda says some shit like that, he means it.
Oh yeah,
because like this dude, this dude died with half of his fucking face blown off.
Literally, his chest has
his chest open, 2 holes in his chest, half of his fucking face blown off. If you watch the anime, it's half his mustache, but whatever. And
no scars on that back.
No scars on his back.
Died standing.
Like that's like my favorite shit ever. By the way, is if a character dies standing up, and there are like 2 characters that I can think of off the top of my head, and it's like Whitebeard and then a Demon Slayer character. And it was a flashback character. I can't remember his name, but
oh yeah, that has aura.
Like again, and as he dies, he starts a new pirate era.
Dude, yeah.
He literally goes, the One Piece is real as he dies. And everybody's like, it's time to pirate again. It's time to go.
It's time to do shit. And then a new meme was born with Edward Newgate's long schlong. My God. order One Piece edits.
Dude, let's talk about more introductions. Fujitora's introduction.
Ooh, his one was a unique one. In my
Basically, all the Admiral introductions are like incredible.
I agree.
And they're all like different in their own way. The only one that I think sucks is Green Bull.
Yeah.
You want to make a dude look like a fucking pussy,
or an asshole.
You made Green Bull look like a pussy.
I hate that he's the coolest looking character.
He's the coolest looking one, and he's the fucking worst one.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
he's a lapdog for fucking Sakazuki. Fucking.
Dude, Fujitora's introduction is incredible. Let's talk about another one of my favorite quotes. Another one of my favorite quotes is when they're leaving Dressrosa, and he says, "I wish I never blinded myself.
Yeah,
I wonder what you look like. I bet you look kind."
Yeah,
is like so good.
That scene was. I love that you thought that immediately, because that's literally.
Is that what you were gonna say too?
Yeah, that popped in my head. I was like, yeah, that shit's beautiful. And I love that you see the visual of like colors of everyone around him. But he was like, oh, man, I really wish I could see your smile.
I wish I could see you.
Yeah,
like that shit's so powerful.
Yeah, it means a lot, especially when you know that he purposely made himself blind.
Yeah, he didn't like what he saw in the world.
Yeah, and I love that. I love that that character is his whole fucking design. It tells a story, and not only that, like he's probably the best Marine that is an acting Marine. Like he even though he actively like disobeys, so he will still stick to his morals. And
the reveal of Kuzan being a member of the Blackbeard Pirates.
Dude, I love that actually.
Also, him pulling up to save Smoker from Doflamingo.
Yeah.
Like in the anime, it's so wild because it's like he's not there, and then he goes and it's like there he is.
Holy shit.
He's there, and he's fucking gigantic, even behind Doflamingo, who is also gigantic.
The instant freeze that he did on him, bro. Dude, that shit was cool. Like, oh my god.
What's another? Dude, we could just talk about this all day. Character introductions is a thing that Oda is incredible at. The CP9 agents.
Ooh, on the CP0 agents too.
Yeah,
I'm very interested in like they have a mask for a reason.
Yeah,
I'm just so curious about
the Toby Roppo as well.
True.
Katakuri's introduction, where he literally shot the jelly bean at that dude and killed him.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Dude, like, well, I mean, he got introduced before that, but like, when he really first does anything is he shoots the jelly bean at that dude and kills him, and he's like, he was gonna kill blah blah blah, so I got him first.
Dude, the fucking future side aura. Holy shit,
dude. So there's that, and then Big Mom's introduction in Fishman Island when Luffy's like, I'm just gonna kick your ass all over the new world.
And you just see like a giant face. Dude. That's fucking like he's testing a fucking bird's nest or bee's nest, man.
So now
that's my NT.
Now I got a question for you.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite character quirk or like speech quirk?
Yeah, it's Neptune's Jamon.
I was literally gonna say the same thing. His Jamon is so fucking funny, and it's like it doesn't even mean anything. He's just like. Also, his getting the Straw Hats names wrong. Yeah. Where he's like, there's a green-haired swordsman, and then like they're all like, it's Zoro. It's Zoro. And he goes, his name is Zori. And it's like, that's not his name. Kami's crazy faces that she does.
Oh, yeah. I do love Kami's faces.
Dude, fucking kills me every time. She's like,
oh my god.
Wild faces.
Holy shit.
What's another one that I really like? I like Vivi's forgetting to mention things. This is a later Alabasta one, but like when they're walking through the desert and she's like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention there's blah blah blah, and they're like, why didn't you tell us that before? Like, oh yeah, those birds, they like to pretend that they're fucked up and then steal your shit, and then like they're already like getting their shit stolen.
Yeah, that one's a relatable one.
I like just something I miss about current day Sanji. I miss him doing shit in the background. Well, everybody else is like being like, "What the fuck do we do?" And he's like, "I got this shit under control. I got this shit on lock, baby."
Oh, he'll figure something out. I feel like they give that role to Brooke. almost.
A little bit, yeah,
Yeah.
because like Brooke started doing that crazy in Whole Cake Island where
Yeah.
he was like going behind the scenes. He got the poneglyph rubbings. He fought Big Mom so Pedro could get away.
Go, my goat. My fucking goat.
I miss Pedro. Did we like look? Gripe about One Piece is that he doesn't kill characters enough.
Yeah.
However, did we have to kill Pedro?
Like, god damn, you picked the good characters to fucking die.
However, I will say it's a good thing that he stayed dead.
Yeah.
Unlike Pound, fuck was his name? Pell.
Yeah. That was a boring one. Kinemon, I just was like,
Kinemon really pissed me off because like he had the perfect way of going out. Same with Kiku, she had the perfect way of going out, and they're alive, which I guess it's fine, whatever. But you kill off Ashura, Doji, and Izo,
bro. Yeah,
kill off Izo,
like Whitebeard remnant, like
the coolest Whitebeard remnant, like really. He had swords and then he traded them in for guns because he's like, whoa, these are way better. Yeah.
Like, and he was the one that shows us that you could fucking shoot and use armament Aki on it. Like,
yeah, I can't look.
I don't get it.
Maybe he felt like it was like the right time. Whatever. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. You probably should have killed off Denjiro, but like, whatever, man. I don't fucking.
It would have been nice to like felt that casualty, because with like Luffy and like seeing all of them beaten up right behind Big Mom and Kaido, and then being like, I got you.
Back to moments. Him walking past Kaido and Big Mom like they're fucking nothing. Literally mirroring Goku walking past Frieza and Namek. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this shit is gas. Like,
well, I don't know what tells you, but that's aura, or like Luffy.
People who hate Luffy make no fucking sense to me.
Literally.
Like, listen. I know Moist Critical has like changed his mind on Luffy, but his original Luffy take was fucking terrible. You're telling me that he was like, this dude has two modes, dumb and hungry, and it's like
that's a good impression.
No, I can't believe this main character. He's like dumb and hungry all the time, and then occasionally he's very angry.
Like, what the fuck?
But I don't know, man. I think that shit is fucking dumb. Like, and I will say part of it is like Colleen Clickenbeard's fault. As much as we praise her because she's awesome, but she doesn't do a very good job of making Luffy feel like he has multiple dimensions.
Yeah.
A lot of the dub cast I have issues with, and it's not even really them as people, it's just how they sound. It's not how I think the characters sound.
That's why I'm watching it sub, because
That's why we watch it in Japanese, baby.
Yes, sir.
That's why we watch it in Japanese.
The more you don't know what they're saying, the less cringier it is that they're acting that way.
Yeah, and like
it's just true for anime cartoons.
I don't know why the way she says Gear 4 in the dub, but it bothers me.
How does she say it?
So she tries to do it how the Japanese. I think I think Mayumi Tanaka, I think is her name.
I believe.
I don't want to. I'm sorry if I got the name wrong. Actually, I'll Google it. But like she goes fourth gear.
Oh nah.
And again, I'll tell you right now,
Doesn't work.
it's not fourth gear. It's gear fourth, gear second, and gear third. I know that doesn't make sense in English, but that is what they are called.
And it can make sense that way. And it's a form. Like, come on.
Okay, I'm looking up Luffy's Japanese voice actress so I can remember her name.
Yeah.
I should remember, but I don't. Yeah, Mayumi Tanaka had it right.
Ah.
I had another moment that I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember it. What'd you say?
He said you were wrong with the name earlier, but it's all right. Don't worry about it. You corrected yourself, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. The reveal of Snake Man.
Oh, that is a good one. I love that Gear 4 was like Luffy still trying to figure out his double fruit powers.
Yeah.
With him knowing that it's still the gum fruit, and it still being like multiple forms. Even though Snake Man was just like a goofy form, like it's still like Luffy took advantage of a situation to become that way to use this
Let's-
power like that.
Let's be real here. The reveal of all the gears,
Oh yeah, it's just
like rule.
like,
Like
yeah, all the
gear,
transformations is just like
gear second.
it's hype. I don't know.
I think like okay, I kind of have to disqualify Gear 5 as like my favorite one because of how good it is and like the culmination of story up into that point.
Bro, yeah.
But I feel bad doing that because I love the Gear 5 chapter.
Yeah.
But Gear 3rd might be like my favorite gear reveal.
Oh, that's fair.
Like him punching through the
wall.
building, and he's like has Lucci on the end of his fist, like as he's punching through the building. It's like I can only imagine what it was like being caught up at that time, and like that's the cliffhanger that you're left on is like the fist coming through the building, and you're like, dude, like that's why I don't envy these people who were caught up in like 2005. Because like the amount of shit that was like going on in 2005, like
it's still hype.
Dude, like I mean, it was peak back then, and it's still peak now. Like
exactly.
like that's the thing is like we talk about how peak One Piece is, and it's like a lot of people think we're being hyperbolic when we say it's like the greatest thing ever, but it's like we're not.
It's so hard not to say that because there's so many things that's so good about it.
The beginning is a slow burn.
Yeah.
Like I will give you guys that. Like the beginning up until Baratier is like pretty slow. But like once you get through like okay, Skypiea is like a top 6 arc in the series for me.
Yeah.
However, One Piece really hits its stride in Water 7.
It really does. I think it locks it down on how Oda wants to write the show or his format, more or less.
Water 7 is truly where the series starts to like the world opens up essentially. The world opens up. We're introduced to spy agencies and we're getting more about Robin's flashback. We're like getting more about the world. Talking about how just remember this. The oceans are rising year after year, which literally got revealed like last year why that shit is happening. And then like now we know what the hole in Enies Lobby is like.
I love that connection.
Like
holy fuck.
When I read that chapter about the hole in the ocean and then like it rose like 4 meters, I was like, oh shit, that's what happened to Enies Lobby.
Yeah.
However, how the fuck is it sunlight there all the time?
No, literally.
Like I've seen the theory that it was like a previous light fruit user, because little known like deep cut fact that a lot of people miss. The idea that Logia fruit users can use their fruit so much and so powerful that it can completely change the island and its surroundings.
That would make so much sense.
So I've been hearing this theory for a while, or I heard it like a few years ago, and ever since then, that's just what I've thought is like that's why it's light there all the time is because someone did that.
I love that idea, actually.
Okay, I'm actually gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna pause our recording. We are back recording. I had to shit really bad. I'm probably gonna cut that out, but I had to pause the recording to use the bathroom. We were talking about Enies Lobby constantly being light, and Logia fruits have the ability to completely change their surroundings, which is what happened on Punk Hazard. But again, a lot of people don't remember that.
Dude, yeah. That shit is that's a good theory. I also really love the fact that like I think that the island that they smited might have been something fucking crucial, and I feel like it might have been even like a, dare I say, like a fuck you kind of way. They make your own government a building right there where you just murk the fucking island of people. It's crazy. But I really like that theory actually.
It's a crazy idea, right?
But it makes sense. Like it has to. Like now I want to see more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to see what more of Awakened Logia is.
Just see what they can do.
Yeah, because I mean, Paramecia is like you can see how endless they can be, of how creative you can be with it. Honestly, and Luffy's showing us a whole fucking world of it. Like,
Sorry, my TikTok started playing Long Brick again.
Long break.
Long Brick. Move back into top fives, I think. So I had top 5 anime openings down,
Oh yeah.
which
that's
I don't
right,
think you had. I don't think you had this one written down.
Just because we are the one I really like.
That's crazy because like there are so many more that are better than we are.
I agree, but nothing like it just doesn't click for me. I don't know what it is. There's maybe another one, but I can't think of it right now. But there's a heater that I might, if you play it, I would be like, oh,
So I'll go through my top 5 really quick. I won't go explaining too much because we are trying to kind of limit this to 2 to 2.5 hours, and we're already at an hour 43. So so my number 5 is We Go, which is the first post time skip opening. So essentially the Return to Sabaody and the Fishman Island opening. My number 4 is Kuroko no Chizu. This is the first opening of the Water 7 saga. So basically Long Ring Long Land through Water 7 and the Sea Train. Then Brand New World, this is the Enies Lobby, or the first Enies Lobby opening. And this one sticks out to me because this is one of the shortest openings ever used.
oh, true.
15 episodes.
Which is surprising, honestly. Like I would have. You think that we'd use it more because
That one is so fucking good, and it makes me so mad that they only used it for they only used it for 15 episodes. My number 2 is Dreamin' On. This is the second Wano opening, but this is the one that was happening or that was playing when I caught up with the anime. I have a lot of emotional attachment to this one because again, this was the one that was playing. Like I caught up on the episode that this opening debuted.
Oh wow,
which is kind of wild to think about.
That's
like
crazy.
Episode 935, and I remember purely because I had a meltdown on the floor when the episode finished because there was no more One Piece to watch.
Which is valid, honestly.
But my number 1 is the final Wano opening, The Peak, by Sakai no Owari. This one is just One Piece to me.
Oh yeah, I agree. Especially, I literally be humming it every now and then if my fiance is watching an episode.
And I'll find myself just be like, I'm just like singing to myself. I listen to it in the car all the time.
Hell yeah.
The album art for this song is literally Luffy's in Gear 5 with his big ass smile on his face.
Oh really? I did not know that. That's cool. Actually.
It's like one of my favorite pictures of him ever.
Hell yeah.
But I'll do some honorable mentions for openings because I love so many of them. Fight Together, which is one that I forgot about when we were making the top 5s. This is the final pre-time skip opening. Then One Day, the Marineford opening. Gotta go with We Are. I gotta mention it because if I don't, I'll probably be crucified. There's another one I'm thinking of, and I'm blanking on it right now. Hope, the first Whole Cake Island opening, and then Hands Up from Punk Hazard.
Okay.
Which again, I love the majority of these openings. However, there are a couple that I cannot fucking stand. And I will name them right now because I didn't get to mention them last week when we did our first episode initially, but I'm going to mention them now. Crazy Rainbow Star is one of the worst anime openings I've ever heard in my life.
That one.
The Impel Down opening is fucking garbage. I don't remember the name of it, but it's the one that has like the woo 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 yay.
No.
Kill yourself.
We're in a government prison that tortures prisoners.
And I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this one, but Hikarie, the Jaya opening, I do not like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like the We Are remix.
That's fair.
Jungle Pea, however, gas.
That is gas.
Dude, Wake Up. by AAA. Fucking garbage ass opening. It is the 15th anniversary one where everybody's in the crazy outfits.
Yeah,
and it has that really random Blackbeard monologue for some reason.
Yeah, and then Luffy Blackbeard clash.
Hate that one.
Yeah.
And then last bad one I will mention is We Can. The Zoe opening.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Shit is garbage. How dare y'all try to put that in contention with We Are and We Go and Over the Top. And let's not forget Us. Hiroshi Kitadani needs to sue Toei Animation for that. The honorable mentions again, since I mentioned them, Over the Top and Us. Fucking bangers, dude.
Okay.
Us is the second most recent.
I see.
The first Egghead opening before they went on hiatus for 6 months.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen that one.
We'll watch that one later. I bet if you see it, you'll be like, oh, I remember this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, no, yeah, you're right. I do. I love actually the cinematic intro of it, but I didn't want the music.
So we'll do. To finish this off, we'll do top 5 characters, top 5 fights. We'll rank the Straw Hats, and then we'll do top 5 arcs.
Oh, okay.
So I said characters, fights.
Okay, characters.
Rank the Straw Hats, and then arcs.
Damn.
You can start this one off.
Okay. For characters, I'll do characters first. Okay. I'm gonna start from the bottom. For me, number 5 is Jinbei.
Great pick.
Great white shark. No, whale shark. He's a whale shark, right?
Whale shark fishman.
I love whale shark daddy. He's literally the GOAT.
Whale shark unk.
He's literally unk status, but he's literally like the most like more like empathetic like fishman I've ever seen. Like,
yeah.
And to be on the complete opposite side of what Arlong was, like, it's crazy. And no, yeah, I just love what Jinbei does, like just breaking that like the boundary of like of humans and fishermen getting along.
Humans and
like,
fishermen.
just like how it is in racism in our day now. Like everyone should be living together. Like it's not fucking crazy. We're all the fucking same. And then there's my fourth one being Kuma. Definitely
Great.
recency because my backstory flashback again, like my God, if you didn't like Kuma before, you fucking definitely do now.
If you still don't like him, there's something wrong with you.
Literally, like you are a monster to not think that fucking cyborg man deserves the fucking world. Hell, even some way to come back to life. I would actually be okay with him coming back to life.
Yeah.
Because of how much bullshit he actually got.
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
you could do that. You okay? Like,
I will allow that.
Please.
I will allow that one.
He deserves to be happy with his daughter. That's all I'm asking. And speaking of a father, wink wink for the future. Brooke.
Yeah.
My goat. Oh yeah, him being a musician is probably the coolest part about him being in the Straw Hats. It's not like a necessary, like, well, I guess technically it is because it's entertainment, and where the fuck would you be without entertainment?
Yep.
Keeping yourself busy if there is literally nothing to do. Like, what's wrong with a little joy in life? And music is like definitely a big part of my life.
Yeah, same here.
With you. Like, like being a guitarist and a little bit of a pianist, but mostly just a guitarist. Like throughout my life, like and him being Sanke. Like come on,
Good shit.
That's some good. That's a bop right there. That sticks in my head forever. That song always brings a joy in my heart. Like
yeah, if I ever want to feel some type of way, I'll put that song on.
Literally feel good. I'll get on my merry way. And then number 2 is Luffy. I would put him at number 1, but Law takes that place, and
it's a fair pick.
And I love Gear 5 Luffy and just Luffy in general now. Just seeing how a childlike wonder that he is goes through life, and Honestly, it's pretty like inspiring to just keep living.
Yeah.
Like, keep doing shit. Keep doing new shit. Do different things. Is really inspiring, and I just love what he stands for. I really
I do too.
like. I never wanted to be a character more than Luffy in my life until I read One Piece. And then Law. The only reason why Law is on my top one, I just love the way um he just animates, the way he uses his devil fruit in such a creative way. Like, yeah, I thought Luffy was creative, somewhat creative with Year 5, but Law, just with what he has, like he makes it work. Not only that, but he does a thing what Luffy does, and like copies a move from another devil fruit and implements it with his.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the coolest fucking thing.
That's so crazy.
Like it even makes me enjoy the thought of a devil fruit, because it's never you can have a goofy ass wonky ass devil fruit, but if you're creative enough, you could probably be a top villain.
Make it the most powerful thing in the world.
Literally, like, and like I love that about that. And not only that, like the owner of the devil fruit just got some more of a personality.
Yeah.
The way that they use it and go about it. And yeah, and just Law's story too. Backstory is pretty fucking sad,
some
man.
good shit.
Yeah, bro, who's been through some shit?
Dude went through it. Like, I know his backstory didn't really make me cry like that, but yeah, his backstory is fucking rough.
Like, holy shit, dude. I couldn't even imagine like having a disease, and then the government being like, yeah, you're gonna keep in here.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking kill you, actually.
Yeah, you can't be alive anymore. The shit you fucked up too hard. Even if you didn't mean to. Fuck you. Like, goddamn, bro.
All right, dude.
Holy shit. All right. What's your top 5 characters?
All right. So my number 5 is the Dark King, the right hand man of Goldie Roger, Silver's Ray Lee.
He's my D&D character, actually.
Literally, is what's so crazy is I actually kind of look like Ray Lee.
If he just had white hair.
If I had white hair, I would literally be Ray Lee.
You should definitely do a cosplay of Ray Lee.
I totally should.
You rock it.
Ever since his introduction, which technically was like in like chapter 10, but like his actual introduction, I thought this dude was like the coolest thing ever. Dude was so fucking cool. He used Conqueror's hockey in his like first time ever being introduced, and he's like, I can't help that I like young ladies. And like the way that he looks at Luffy, like he knows that this dude is gonna be the next pirate king, just fucking rules.
Oh yeah.
Every time we see him, he has some crazy shit to say.
It's always important too. Like how every time he's on screen, it's like, oh, what is he gonna say?
What was he gonna do now? What's he gonna say now?
Like, say something, do something. That's crazy.
My number 4 is the second son of Charlotte Lin, Charlotte Katakuri. This dude, essentially, when we were introduced to him, is we're like, all right, this dude is like Luffy, but he does everything better.
Yeah.
Like, he literally cool, has a special paramecia fruit, the Mochi Mochi fruit, which is like the only special paramecia that we know of.
That is like almost like a hybrid because of the way he uses it.
Like, until we find out what Luffy's fruit actually is in Wano, essentially this dude is a better version of Luffy in every way, shape, or form. Yep. And this dude, in his fight with Luffy, pushed him to his absolute limit, to where Luffy had to start fighting in the future to like beat his ass.
I love it.
My number 3, Bartholomew Kuma.
Oh yeah.
I always thought Kuma was an interesting character,
especially with the Bible.
But with especially he's walking around with the Bible. Like, they believe in Jesus in this universe. No, it's Sneaka. I
fucking love that.
His backstory is really, really what cemented him as like a top 3 character for me.
Oh yeah.
Again, I didn't put any straw hats on my actual character ranking other than one, and you will see who that is. And if you've been listening to me talk, you know exactly who it's going to be. But my number 2 is the son of Kaido, Yamato.
Big Yama boy.
I'm a big Yama bro.
Yama bro. Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out.
the minute this dude is introduced, I not in love. It's not really the best term to use, but like I was fascinated by this character. That the minute he's introduced, he's like, I'm a man, and like even Luffy's like,
What?
I don't know. And then like the minute he goes, Kozuki Odin was a man, so I became a man too. And Luffy's like, oh yeah, okay,
That makes sense.
that makes sense. Yeah, I get it.
I love that.
Like Luffy just wants people to be free, and that's what he does for Yamato. Is he makes Yamato free?
Just by like in literal sense of the way, like he just shows up and was like, "Oh, this is how you are." Cool.
Yeah.
He accepts that, and that is like a.
And he accepts everyone at face value.
Yeah.
Unless he doesn't like you, then he'll punch you in the head a little bit.
Yeah.
But
you that'll be easy to find out.
But my number one is the Mugiwara boy himself.
Come on.
Straw Hat Luffy. This dude is anything and everything that like I want a character to be. Like you said earlier, his childlike wonder, his laugh is like so pure, and it's like you know that when he's laughing, he really finds something funny.
Oh yeah.
The way he annoys his crew in the best way.
it's actually
like,
beautiful.
of like the minute he meets Brook, the first questions he asks him are, "Can you poop? And do you want to join my crew?" And Sanji and Nami are like, "Bro, what the fuck? Why would you ask him that?" And then Brook is like, "Yeah, I poop, and yeah, I'll join your crew."
Best interaction I've ever witnessed in my life.
And like again, dude is like, see, everybody talks about Eren Yeager, about being one of the best characters in fiction.
No.
But here's the problem with that logic. Eren Yeager wanted freedom. Luffy is freedom. Luffy is the definition of freedom.
Big fucking facts.
This dude literally runs around on every fucking island he goes on and frees and liberates these people. He is the warrior of liberation.
Oh yeah, whether he wants to or cares to.
That's the thing. Is like
that's
we
the
talked.
difference maker.
We talked about this last week, where I said that like the problem with Naruto was that he just was like, "Oh, I'm the reincarnation of a god. I'll implement that into me," and it bothered me because that was not the purpose of Naruto's character. It never was.
Yeah.
If Luffy found out that he was the reincarnation of a god, he would be like, "The fuck that got to do with me?" Like he straight up would be like, "That doesn't matter to me." But yeah, like we'll probably go into a little bit more when we rank the Straw Hats, but
yeah, it's definitely probably the best like admirable quality about Luffy is that he kind of just is a person that sticks to his guns and really like that tenacity of like, well, no matter what I have or I'm able to do, like I'm just gonna be me. I'm gonna do what I can to fucking have it my way type shit. And no, yeah,
like going back to Rayleigh, like when he meets Rayleigh for the first time, Rayleigh's like, "What do you want to rule?" And Luffy's like, "I don't want to rule anything."
no, yeah.
He's like, "The Pirate King is the person who's most free," and like that's all he wants.
Yeah.
And like even then, we still don't even know essentially what his dream is. Like everybody assumes at face value that his dream is to be the king of the pirates. But even then, he says what his dream is to the crew, and they're like, "What?" He's like, "Did I never tell you? Like that's what my dream is?"
Yeah.
And like even Nami is like, "That's so like you."
Yeah.
Like that's our captain.
I love Usopp's reaction to be like, "What?
I think it's crazy that Usopp says like that shit's never gonna happen, and it's like, Have you been watching the same thing that I've been watching?
Hey, you've been in these adventures in person. You witnessed all these things happen. He's a miracle worker. And
Exactly.
You're gonna be like, no fucking way.
Literally, like that's never gonna happen. What a load of shit. And it's like, what do you mean, brother? You have watched all these things happen over the last, it's been like almost 30 years for us, but over like the last like 2.5 years of this dude always overcoming the impossible.
Literally.
Every time. And you're like, yeah, your dream's never gonna fucking happen, brother. I'm surprised Luffy didn't clap back and be like, well, your dream's not gonna happen, bitch. Like the fuck. But, all right, let's rank these motherfucking straw hats.
All right,
I'm gonna go off the dome a little bit here. 10th place. I'm looking at all my wanted posters on the wall right now.
Oh, that's a good point.
My 10th place is God himself, Usopp. Unfortunately, and again, these are not. I don't hate Usopp. I actually really like Usopp as a character. However, if I'm ranking him against all the other Straw Hats, he's got to be in last place.
Unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles, man. I mean,
unfortunately, because again, this is like having me pick my favorite child.
Yeah,
and I don't like that. Do you want to go next?
I was gonna say, for me, it's actually Nami instead of Usopp, but Usopp's my ninth. Oh yeah, I feel like Nami and Usopp are like they're the most human characters.
Yeah.
Right. But they're
very much so like the straight men of the series.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Or like literally like people I've known or I've seen out here like even though Nami and Usopp, you both see their like stories and like
see them grow.
Yeah, and like obviously like they're like Nami having that little quirk of like always chasing that bag, getting that money.
I don't blame her.
No, I don't blame her either. Like, and after that, after knowing what she tried to do for her whole village and or her family, like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Like no, yeah. And these are all characters that we all love. Like, trust me, I fucking love both Nami and Usopp for what they do and how they like witness and talk to the crew. Their interactions is probably like the funniest out of all.
Yeah.
Of all the Straw Hat crews, but they don't really do much else when it comes to like the real shit or like when it comes into the wartime.
Yeah.
Obviously they they're gonna do their thing. They're gonna figure out a way to do something.
Absolutely.
And that's what I love about them. But yeah.
Their fights against Ulti, they were not really fights, but like their skirmishes with Ulti and Page 1 on Wano is like some of my favorite stuff of that whole arc.
Oh yeah.
Especially Nami's Luffy will never stop until he's Pirate King.
Yeah.
And that was that her first moment of like
showing some fucking like
her like like they all have like their moment of like Luffy will be the Pirate King. Was that her like
I'm pretty sure
was that her first one?
Pretty sure it was.
Because I know Usopp has had more than one.
Yeah, you're right.
Usopp's first one was on Alabasta.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I don't remember, and I feel like he had more than one. The only person I don't think that's really said it directly is Robin, because when she was talking about Sanji on Wano, she said he will be the wings of which the Pirate King will soar.
Yeah.
So that's just what I think currently is. I think she's the only one who hasn't really said it.
But you definitely know that like she's there.
Yeah, she believes it.
Like I mean, from fucking in his lobby to now, like there's just no way that like the crew and her don't feel that way like at all. But yeah, who's your 9?
So my number 9 is actually gonna be Frankie.
Oh really?
And I hate saying that again because I love Frankie, but it's just really one of those things where he hasn't had much screen time. He doesn't really do much.
That's true. He hasn't gotten like a power up at all.
Like basically outside of Water 7, he hasn't really done anything. And like that annoys me because I do like Frankie. I think he's funny. I think he's basically like the dad of the crew.
American Dad.
Yeah. Literally. And my number 8 is Cotton Candy Lover Tony Chopper. It's another thing where I feel like he hasn't done much.
Damn,
I really
yeah.
feel like him
He's my hate,
curing the smile fruits would have been like the best for his character,
Yeah.
and Oda just didn't do it.
You'd rather
Um,
do it for the ice only, which I'm like, okay.
which
get
I
it.
mean is cool,
Yeah.
but even then, it still would have been a lot cooler if he cured the smile fruits. But
I agree.
whatever.
You just made that tragic fucking story for fucking Yasui. Don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe like he'll go back and do it, but I don't know. So I said Usopp,
You said
Frankie,
Frankie, and then Chopper.
Chopper. So
Yeah.
Chopper's number 8.
He's my 8 too.
Okay.
No, yeah. I same points. Like I just wish he could do more. Just give him some, man. Give him an awakening, or like just have him like break a barrier for the One Piece world. Something like that would be
I
nice.
agree.
I mean, the only thing he has done, or like it was cool, was like creating a drug for Beppo.
Yeah.
For him to save Law and Sulong for him, which I thought
I always forget about that because it was like
it's just a small
Egghead
detail.
was like plagued with breaks.
Yeah.
So it was like a lot of stuff that happened early on I completely forgot about. So like I'm gonna have to go back through and reread Egghead. But my number 7, this might piss a lot of people off. My number 7 is Zoro. I like Zoro as a character. I feel like he is the most loyal dude in any anime, like point blank period. Like people are like, well, what about Mikasa? I'm like, yeah, she's loyal, but dude, she ain't touching Zoro. Like this dude said when he's first introduced, is if Luffy gets in his way, he will kill Luffy. And literally 300 or 400 chapters later, he puts his life on the line and has his moment of Luffy will be the Pirate King in the face of Bartholomew Kuma.
Oh, and multiple, like I think he does it with King, doesn't he?
Yeah, he literally like he's like, I will be the king of hell if it means Luffy will be the Pirate King. And then that same thing, the same moment with him and Sanji, like where Marco's fighting King and Queen at the same time, and he goes, "Time for me to give up," and he's like, "Time for the real stars to take the stage."
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Which
shit.
I feel like the anime kind of ruined it. I liked it in the manga a lot more, where it was like, time for the stars to take the stage, and then boom, there are Sanji and Zoro.
Yeah, fighting.
And he's like, when this is over, we will finally get a glimpse of Luffy being the Pirate King.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Like, so fucking good, dude. So fucking good. But yeah, I feel like Zoro is relatively like one note a lot of the time. I know he's like deceptively complicated or deceptively simple. But in my opinion, I feel like out of all these characters, he's definitely a lot more like big buff guy, go in, beat guy, win type shit.
Doesn't beat racist allegations.
Dude, that's another thing. He's towards the bottom because he's racist. Everybody he fights has dark skin or they're a fishman, and I don't know why that is.
Oda, what are you trying to say, man?
Zoro's a cop. Confirmed.
So Zoro's your 7th?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Mine's Frankie, actually.
Okay.
I do like just like the dad that's trying to bring the wonder and livelihood to the crew, no matter like any situation. Or like I just love the moments where like he'll bust out an invention or something different, and Luffy and Chopper and Usopp are like
and losing their shit over it.
Like holy shit,
The nipple lights.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, nipple lights.
Yes, laser beams out of his nipples. That's it. Yeah, no, yeah, I love that. Yeah, I'm hoping that Frankie can get something good here in Elbow.
Dude, same here. I need some good shit for Frankie.
He's literally like on an Adam tree. Like he has to do something with that, right? Like just make Pluton. Dude, like when was the last discussion that we had that Frankie is gonna make Sunny,
or like that the Sunny was a copy of the Pluton?
Yeah, I bet he'll commit to that Pluton when Loki joins, if Loki joins.
Maybe.
So then it'll be a big enough battleship to hold a bunch of people.
It would be really interesting if I would have actually pulled the trigger on that.
I would love that. Or like Frankie has to become one with the ship in order to
Mm-hmm. Well, I
access
mean, his
it.
bounty poster is literally the Sunny now.
Yeah,
Like he's a ship now.
yeah. Would
My number 6, I think. Yeah, number 6. My number 6 is Nami.
Okay. Okay.
I love this character so much.
No.
I know it doesn't sound like it 'cause she's in the bottom half of the list, but I'm telling you right now, she's one of the best characters in this whole series. She always manages to calm Luffy down whenever shit's going bad.
Or like give him a fucking
Or
lesson.
beat his fucking ass, crazy style, put him in a cage.
Mom style. I love the way she just treats Luffy like a mother.
I love how she's
Or
basically the
mother.
she's like the maternal figure of the crew.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
she always is like watching over the crew in a certain way. I love the weather abilities, like even if they're not necessarily explained. I don't need abilities to be explained.
To be honest, it like takes away the magic.
Yeah,
It
like
is-
I like
it
how
is.
she can like sense the weather's gonna get bad. Like I just
Yeah.
rewatched Logtown with my friend, and
She be on
like she was sensing the shit that the weather was gonna get bad before everybody else did. She was like, "Oh, there's a storm coming," and Usopp's like, "It's fucking sunny outside, man. What are you talking about?" And
Yeah.
she's like, "No, there's a storm coming. Trust, there's a storm coming."
Yeah, no, I do love that about her.
I love how
Really
she
good at
is with
navigating.
children.
Yeah.
I love that part of her where she's like, we're not leaving these kids in this testing facility
Yeah.
like on Punk Hazard. Again, like I love that shit about her. I love this. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I love I love the thief aspect of her. I think
Yeah.
I think that's so funny.
I love that. Like she's basically like a Robin Hood if you really think about it.
Yeah, she really is. I never even thought of it like that. But yeah, you're totally right. I love basically everything about all these characters. Like that's the thing is I can go on and on about all the things I love. But I'm gonna name my number 5 real quick. My number 5 is Brooke.
Oh, real. Yep.
This is a character that like I loved from the minute he showed up on screen.
Oh, yeah.
Like
the fro was all
the skull joke. Like the minute he said skull joke, I was like, I'm all in. Like I need nothing else from this dude. And then on top of the fact that he was a musician, I was like, fuck yes, dude. Again, and now we're about to probably gonna find out more about him soon. Which now that I'm thinking about it, is probably where this flashback is gonna go. We might find out more about Brooke.
That would be crazy. Because Harold literally in the chapter, spoiler alert, was like trying to go to different nations to build ties. So I bet one of them would be Brooke's old kingdom that he was a soldier at.
And like I love how Brooke is always I love the gag of like asking women to see their panties. I think that shit is so funny. And it's like he always gets his ass whooped after he asks. Like I think the only person who didn't beat his ass was Shaggy.
Yeah.
And it was because she was old, so she was just kind of like, I think I'm wearing blah 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 today. And he's like, oh my fucking god, oh my god.
I got to go.
I love how he is always down for Luffy.
Yeah.
Like, and going one-on-one with Big Mom, even though he knows he has no shot.
He's willing to die for that cat.
Like,
that's a real one right there.
His line where she's like, "Are you ready to die?" and he says, "A man does not take his own death into account before he goes into battle." Young lady is like, whew, it's so good. He's like we were talking about earlier. He's currently taken the whole, like Sanji's old role of like being in the background and doing shit in the background while everybody else is doing shit in the foreground. Like Brooke was really the clutch character throughout Whole Cake Island.
Yeah. Forever love him for that.
Dude was always doing shit. He was hanging out with Pedro. He was palling around with Pedro. He was fighting Big Mom. He got the poneglyph rubbings. He caused Big Mom to go into shock with like destroying the picture. Like when plans weren't going right, he was fixing them.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And yeah, like that's really all I gotta say about Brooke is like that's my guy right there.
Real shit. I was gonna say a lot about Nami earlier was that um how much of like she sees herself in the kids
Mm-hmm.
and how she's like, all right, everybody in the group, we're doing something. Like
Mm-hmm.
she then and there became a leader, or
Yeah, I'm not leaving these children
yeah,
here.
like if you care about me, like you gotta hear what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
everyone was like, all right, we're on board.
All right. Yeah.
We got it.
We'll follow you.
I love that. Like it's not even like Luffy is literally the kind of the best like captain you can have because he's a captain that is willing to step down with if there's something else.
Like if someone has enough convictions about
Yes.
something, he'll step down and be like,
Yeah.
"All right, we'll follow you."
Yeah, literally. Like I love that because that's what a leader does, is support and inspire. And if you see that within somebody, you help make that shit blossom. And yeah, that's a little tidbit. But where was I?
I think we did. I did my number 6 and my number 5.
Okay, so my number 6 is actually Sanji.
Okay.
Or actually, my five is actually Zoro. So my trio or the wings are gonna be in the middle here. I have Sanji lower only because like I guess it's just like the gags, like the him nosebleeds.
The nosebleeds.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
Like it like I get that everyone has their shtick and everything, and sometimes it's funny, like the lady radar and him using
Dude.
that observation hockey. Like I love that. Like that's such a well put like joke that works.
The Viva Shabondi I need lady is one of the funniest fucking things that Oda's ever done with Sanji, but unfortunately it literally is like the worst part of like his character in that part of the story.
Because it overshadows the fact that he's such a human like being. Like he's the kindest human being you could ever meet.
Yeah.
And not only that, like his willingness to cook for anybody that is hungry.
Yeah.
Like that is something like
I feel like that's something that's been really forgotten about recently.
yeah, or like I don't think I have ever met like a human being that has done that. Like except for my mom. Like my mom's probably the only one that I've ever met that's like, oh, are you hungry? Well, I'm gonna find a way to feed you. Like
I'm gonna feed you regardless.
Yeah, like that shit's fucking like it's powerful. But yeah, that part about Sanji is probably the only thing. And I hope that he has cock. That his cock is also leaking.
You need to fucking stop.
I need his COC to come in clutch because I feel like I don't know. Sanji doesn't give off that like a conqueror vibe. But he is a leader though.
I mean, neither does Gabon, but I guess Gabon is conqueror's hockey too.
He's good like that. I mean, when you tackling giant women like that, I feel like you gotta feel like some kind of goat.
His wife looking like Aloy from fucking Horizon Zero Dawn, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
That's like ever since I saw her, it was like the first thing I thought of. So I was like, "That's fucking Aloy, bro." Like
she just got hotter.
Like big Aloy.
But yeah, and then Zoro is only higher because I think he's just cooler, and I love the I don't know if it's even true, but the fact that when he gets his first curse sword at Loketown, I feel like that's when his fucking his bad judgment of direction comes into play.
I feel like it has to be because like there's no way because he had actually like a good sense of direction before the Grand Line.
Yeah, literally. Like you don't notice until the character starts pointing it out, and like only after he got that sword. So I just have a feeling that that is a thing, like or like a little negative perk about having a curse sword.
One of my favorite Zoro gags is in Alabasta where they're like at the clock tower.
Yeah.
And Sanji's like everybody's on the ground floor, then like Sanji's on the second floor and like Zoro's on the third. And they're like, "What are you doing up there?" And he was like, "Oh, they told me to go north, so I just went up." And it's like
No.
What do you mean? What does that even mean? Also, the gag in Sabaody where he's like, he thinks everyone else is lost, so he
Yeah.
tries to give everybody directions, is also hilarious. Because he like goes up to that celestial dragon and he's like, "Buddy, are you lost?" And it's like, "No, man, you're the one who's lost."
You don't even know where you're going. But I love that he got there first and then
Dude.
wander off.
He got there first, and then on top of that, he's like naming everybody like off of like when they arrived at
Yeah.
Sabaody. So he calls Sanji 7. He's like, "Oh, you made it 7." And he's like,
Yeah.
he's like, "That shit doesn't fucking work." He's like, "You just got lucky." Like,
Yeah. It's actually impossible he got there first. But,
so
yeah.
So you said your number 5 was
Was
Zoro.
Zoro, yeah.
So my number 4 is the whale shark man himself,
Oh, that's so real.
Jinbei.
Jinbei.
This is the man who saved Luffy from the darkest time in his life.
As a stranger, by the way.
As a stranger, he's like, I have no responsibility for you.
I just know your brother.
I just knew your brother.
And that was all it took for him to be like, all right. And he clearly needs my help.
Yeah.
And
that
do something
spawned into one of the most wholesome friendships that is in the whole series,
Oh, yeah.
honestly. Like,
I agree.
that leading to Jinbei giving Luffy his blood on Fishman
Yeah.
Island, which was a law that Fishman Island had in place because of the death of Otahime and because of the death of Fisher Tiger. And Jinbei said, "I don't care."
Raw shit. Raw ass shit.
And yeah, that's really
A moment, probably a monumental like fucking moment too, because like
I mean, it completely changed how Fishman Island viewed humans.
yeah, mhm.
Like, they literally were like asking Madame Charlie about the hero hats. Like, Luffy, they
Yeah.
wanted straw hats. They were like, "We need hero hats. We need to be like our hero. We need hero hats."
Oh god! After they were just like, oh, he's gonna fucking kill the village. He's gonna burn
Dude,
it.
they were like, they're gonna like, they're always like, when Kaido's first introduced, they're like, whether land, sea, or in the air, always bet on Kaido.
Mhm.
And it's like, Fishman Island is like, always bet on Luffy.
Mhm.
And it's like every kingdom that they've been to is like, they're always like, always bet on Luffy regardless. And it's like, I feel like if Jinbei said no to exchanging blood or giving blood to Luffy,
Yeah,
Fishman Island would not view Luffy as a hero.
you know,
Even though Luffy probably fucking hates that they view him as a
yeah,
hero.
oh yeah, because that's not who I am.
Yeah, well, I want all the meat to myself.
Bro's a greedy son of a bitch.
So who's your number 4?
Mine, I think it's actually gonna be Brooke.
Great pick.
Yeah, oh yeah, I have him hella high on the list. Just of what I've mentioned earlier before. Love that he's getting new shit or more backstory because he really did live 2 lives worth of shit. Like,
Mhm.
there's just no way that there's not more. And the fact that he knows the Holy Knights before anybody else in the crew, like, that is also a big like. Okay, we got a dog that knows what's to come.
Crazy that he knew. And it's like, I understand that the theory currently is that he was one, but honestly,
That's crazy.
I don't really like that theory.
I don't
to be
think
honest
that-
with you.
yeah.
I don't think it's true. I also just am not really a big fan of it. I don't like that idea of
No,
Brooke
yeah.
being a holy knight. It doesn't really fit his character
Yeah.
for me.
And yeah, no, just him being a clutch factor. Anytime, anywhere.
Mhm.
I love that. I love this sword. Can we talk just about his sword? Like, it's
That
just,
it's a Cade.
it's just literally a
Yeah.
cane sword that
It rules.
freezes.
It rules.
He taps into the afterlife to make it an elemental. Like,
It's so good.
like, what do you mean that his devil fruit is probably the most like, okay, it does that
there's
one function.
so much potential
Yeah.
that we just didn't know about.
It doesn't just revive. Like, it does much more than that. But he doesn't know that. But he is getting to that point.
Yeah.
Like, he knew. He, like, oh my god, like, there's so much I could gush about that dude. I just can't wait for him to like just literally like figure that out. Like,
Yeah.
like, oh, what if I can just make myself into a Ghost Gear 5 type shit, and then there you go, busted his shit. But yeah, he's my number 4. I love the Afro Man.
We're
And
at
his
top
fits.
three. Top 3 now.
Oh God, fitted man. All right, who's your top 3?
So my number 3, I was literally, while you were talking, I was like trying to decide who my number 3 would be. My number 3 is Sanji.
Oh, that's fair.
Um, this dude was my favorite Straw Hat for a minute. Like when I first started when I first started the series, this was the guy that I was like, I love him. I love everything he does. He's so cool.
He's Kick Man.
But once we hit Thriller Bark, he kind of took a bit of a dive for me. But he stayed that way for a while. Up until Whole Cake Island, when we really delve into more of him. The idea of him being, I don't want to say, I guess, nobility, but, or him being a prince and him hating it because of who his family is, but also the dilemma that he has of wanting to save his family on Whole Cake Island when they were nothing but awful to him.
Yeah.
And it's like, he sits there and he's like, I want to leave, but I can't run away because I know if I do, my family will not live. He's like, even though I hate them, I need to save them. And even Luffy is like, well, that's just who you are.
Yep.
He's like, now we're gonna crash this wedding. And again, moment that makes me cry every single time. And again, like, Luffy has never said this about anybody else in the crew. When Sanji is leaving him on Whole Cake Island, and he says his last words to him are, without you, I can't be the Pirate King.
Those words fucking...
And it's like, cool. Right in the heart, dude.
Yeah.
Because it's like, Luffy believes that wholeheartedly. I think he believes that about every single person in his crew.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
But Sanji is the only one that he has said that to audibly.
I mean, he kind of feeds him.
I mean, yeah, he gives him food.
Gourmet food at that. Like, he looks good. So, no, yeah.
Who's your number 3?
Mine, I think, is Jinbei.
Jimbin?
Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Oh yeah, Jimbo. So yeah,
I don't have my Jinbei poster up. I just realized that.
It's so true. Wait, did they give out an updated one with him? Oh yeah, they did. Right?
These are years old at this point. These are still these are Whole Cake Island wanted posters, but I need to get the Wano. I need to get the Wano updated ones.
I look should do the same because I love the Gear 5 wanted poster.
It's my favorite wanted poster ever.
I love that. It's just you can see his eyes just a little bit, but
that pose of him laughing is like, it's my favorite thing of Luffy ever.
It's so fucking good. But yeah, Jinbei, Sugar Dad, as previously mentioned, came in clutch when Luffy really needed him. Really guided him too, and he felt more like a father figure than Dragon.
Yeah, like, I mean, well, Dragon was like never around apparently.
Literally, and Garp was like second, but even then, that boy was gone half the time, and then he beat the shit out of him out of love.
Threw him into a ravine and said, "Get stronger, bitch."
And he did, and it's crazy. Yeah, Jinbei's the GOAT. I love him. I can't wait for to see more of him and see how he shines. And yeah, and then my second one is Robin.
That's my number 2 as well.
I think like the last two are
the last two are the same.
Yeah.
Robin is easily one of the most important characters in this whole series.
She's second main character in my opinion.
Essentially, like I saw somebody say that Luffy doesn't become the protagonist until like the Marineford saga, and like it's so true because technically Robin is the protagonist of the Water 7 saga.
Yep.
Like that is her whole saga, and it's literally about her coming to terms with everything that she's been through. And I think it's crazy that the anime fleshed out her backstory even more in recent arcs. Like we talked about this last week, but like literally showing her on the verge of jumping off a cliff at
That
like
shit's
12 years old.
fucking crazy of a scene that you showed us, Toei. Like, holy fuck.
Dude, and I don't even know if that was in the manga.
No, it was not. That was just an anime thing that they did. Like,
This is diabolical.
like holy fuck. Like, they really wanted you to fucking cry again. About her backstory.
And I love how every single member of the Straw Hats loves Robin
Yeah.
and will go to war for her. Like
After like knowing what she's been through too, like
and when Vegapunk told her that Saul was still alive, and again, I have my issues with that moment, but it is really nice for her to have another person that did not die on Ohara. And the way she starts crying and everybody's like, "What the fuck did you do? What did you do?" And then she's like, "It's fine, guys. It's fine. Like these are happy tears. It's okay."
Yeah.
Like that shows you how much that these friends that she has found
Really
care about her. I always think about that quote, even in real life, where Saul says, "No one is meant to walk this sea alone."
Yeah, I say that often too,
and it's a fact. Like again, we talk about great quotes. That's another one where no one is meant to walk this world on their own. You will find friends who will be there for you.
And not everyone has a family, but boy, you'll find somebody.
You'll get one.
Yeah, you'll find a crew, like no matter what. And yeah, she just fucking like her existence like really captures One Piece perfectly of the way they develop characters, and she's just like one member of the crew.
And I'm glad she's finally getting her make goods, like how much like her bounty is as high as it should be. Like I thought the whole time going through the pre-time skip era that even though she wasn't like the second strongest on the crew, her bounty should have been second highest to Luffy. The fact that she was 89 million, how much was she like post Enies Lobby? Was it like 90 or something like that?
I think so. I think
like I know it was really low compared to what she should have been, especially like for like how much they talk about how important she is, and like her post Fishman Island one. Hang on, I gotta stand up. It's right there. Like 130 million berries.
Oh, damn.
For her
I felt that
post time skip, and y'all are saying that she's like the most important person, and like he keeps saying that she's like the most important, and like her bounty is not reflecting that. It bothered me. I was like, come on, man, like come on, pick it up. And then of course he like finally rectifies it post Wano and gives her almost 1 billion berry bounty. Like she's like the third highest on the crew now. I think the only person that's higher than her is Jinbei.
I thought it was she's the 5th highest because
I'll have to look.
It's Luffy, Zoro, Jinbei, and then Sanji,
and then her.
But
even then, she still needs to be that high.
I agree.
Like, I will scream that from the mountaintops that her bounty probably should have been that high the whole fucking time.
I feel like it should be high, but I get that she's trying to use the bounty as like a way to scale, but but hers bounty should scale to how much like information she has.
Absolutely.
That's the only reason why she had a bounty in the first place as a child was because she's a living.
God, we talked about our Straw Hat rankings for way too long.
Oopsies.
We're sitting at 2 hours and 40 minutes on this recording.
Well, good thing our number one.
Our number one is the same. And we've already gushed about him. As the man himself, Straw Hat Luffy.
What's more to say about my goat?
We've talked about him enough. Let's get into fights. We'll go through these fights really quick, and then we'll do top 5 arcs.
Bet.
In
the pod.
So my number 5 for fights is Luffy versus Rob Lucci from Enies Lobby. I won't explain too much, but this is just, I think, almost 30 something chapters of these dudes just beating the fuck out of each other. And the reveal of Gear 3. One of my favorite moments in the whole series of Usopp taking off the Saga King mask and revealing that it was him the whole time. And basically giving Luffy the strength to finish the fight. I think that shit's fucking powerful. I rewatch the ending of the Luffy versus Rob Lucci fight often. Um, honorable mention goes to the rematch on Egghead,
Yeah, that's on my list for sure.
because that shit's peak.
Oh yeah, the callbacks are too good, and no yeah, uh, I really like the callbacks. I really liked about the fact that like Lucci is like, all right, I can get my take my lick back, right,
No, the fuck you can't.
and he fucking nope, he got gapped so hard, um, and bro was already losing consciousness before Luffy was even like done.
Dude, he
breaking his
was
sweat.
Luffy was just stretching at that point.
Yeah, literally, I never felt like towards in this lobby, we felt uh Luffy at his maximum. Like
Yeah,
that's it. Like he can't go any further than that. And you saw Lucci push him to that and just barely like get that dub to now be able to go back and fight him.
definitively get the dub.
Yeah, and be like, no, this is permanent. And then not only that, but to have Zoro be in a draw, like if you can't beat Luffy anymore, you have to fight Zoro, and you still struggling with that. Like,
dude, he couldn't even keep up with Zoro.
yeah, like you're cooked. Like now you can't even touch the big boss man anymore.
Nope.
Because now you got to deal with right wing or the left wing, man.
So my number 4 is Zoro versus Ryuma.
Oh, that's
This is my favorite Zoro fight.
especially post or pre-time skip.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you in general. This again is just a couple chapters worth of these two, of a zombie swordsman and a regular guy swordsman, just
fucking
dueling. And
it's so fucking cool.
even Brooke is just like, fuck, dude, I can't keep up with these guys.
It's so cool. It's super cool to hear that.
Zoro getting a new sword out of it.
Yeah, and earning it.
That he earned it, and Ryuma's like, I'm ashamed, and Zoro's like, don't worry, I won't talk about it to anybody.
That's
and gets a new sword out of it, and I just think that shit rules.
It's so hard, and you definitely know that Zoro will never tell a fucking soul that he won it in a duel. Not only that, it's unbelievable if you really tell it to somebody, but Zoro will be like, nah, I know it's true, but I'm not gonna say it.
Mm-hmm.
Type shit. No, that's a good one. My other one was another egghead fight, which was Luffy versus Kizaru.
Peak
As fuck. Like both egghead fights. Like, my God, they fucking went in. Vincent
he went crazy on the egghead fights, man.
Literally, like this is probably the most like peak fucking animation I've ever seen that had gushes with charm.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen in my like entire life watching anime. Like, my God, and I love that. It's like it even cements a moment of Luffy being like, all right,
we're 100 times stronger than we were 2 years ago.
Yeah, that him saying that, I'm like, all right, I'm picking up a fight. I can handle it this time.
Him fucking tossing Kizaru like a football is so crazy. I'll have to show you this TikTok in a minute that I found, but this shit fucking cracked me up. I'm gonna go through my 3, 2, 1 really quick. I won't really explain too much, just so we can get out of here because this shit getting late.
It's true.
My number 3 is Sanji versus Bon Clay.
That's a good one.
My number 2 is Luffy versus Kaido.
Yeah,
my number 1 is Luffy versus Katakuri.
That's a really good one. Yeah, if you haven't seen these fights, like, come on,
go watch them.
Like, you see the sportsmanship of it. Almost.
Go watch all of these fights.
It's probably the best time you've ever watched for anime if you're really into like animation and choreography type shit. As you mentioned earlier, for Luffy versus Kaido, that's on my third. That's the fight's so good. And I have Zoro versus King. Like, it's a lot of pick. Yeah, a lot of these are recent fights, but man, I cannot like gush about it because like, holy fuck, not even the manga would have gotten to this point. Like, of how I would have thought about this fight. It wouldn't be as grander, but the animation made it fucking way bigger. And then last one is Law versus Blackbeard.
Great pick.
I just think I like how it moves both characters' the story. I also love that it's like a fight that out of my control. Like, there's no for sure who's gonna win what.
Yeah.
Like I was, for the most part, when I was reading it, like I was hoping like, oh, I hope Law wins, and
Boy, did he not.
but boy, did he barely survive that. I was like, holy shit, and I love that because that just shows how much
That
different.
shows you how powerful Blackbeard
Yeah,
is.
even if he's a dumbass, like that doesn't really think it through that much or often, he'll somehow,
Who will body you.
yeah, if he finds a way to be an advantage, he'll be like, oh fuck yeah, fuck you, I'll quicksand you, and then
He's a scumbag
yeah,
for sure.
oh yeah, he fits the pirate role all right. But oh yeah, well, that's my top 5 right there.
So all right, this will be the last top 5 of the evening. This is gonna be top 5 arcs. We've gushed about all of these in some way, shape, or form. But I'm gonna name like 2 honorable mentions because there's just ones I can't not name. One of my honorable mentions is Jaya and Skypia. One arc bumped Skypia out of my top 5.
Which is crazy. But I don't blame it.
And it's annoying because I love Skypia, but I could not mention this arc.
Okay.
Another
What you got?
honorable mention that I need to bring up is Zoe.
Yeah, that is a good arc. I can't lie.
This is an arc a lot of people sleep on.
Why?
But holy fuck, is this shit important?
It is, and it's small. Probably the shortest arcs.
I mean, especially after Dressrosa.
Yeah, holy fuck. Like, that shit wrapped up.
105 chapters for Dressrosa, and Zoe was 30.
Like, God, wow. Older shit.
But to get into the actual ranking now, my number 5 is Water 7 and Enies Lobby. Can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
My number 4 is Saba Odi. This is really when the One Piece world opens up and you get introduced to the worst generation. You get the introduction of Kizaru, the introduction of the Celestial Dragons, the flip of the script of the fishmen being the ones who are oppressed.
Yeah. Love that
part. The separation of the Straw Hats. There's so much that happens in this arc, and that's like just the bare minimum.
Yeah.
My number 3 is Whole Cake Island. This is an arc that is long. It is so long, but like every second of this is worth it to me.
I kind of agree with it too.
I love this arc. I feel like it's almost Enies Lobby and Water 7, but like pushed up to 11 purely because of like what character we're dealing with and like who we're fighting. It's the first time we go toe to toe with an actual emperor and they fucking lose.
Yeah.
Like if this was any other series, they would have won.
Yep.
My number 2 is Egghead. This is the one that bumped Skypia out of the top 5. We've been gushing about Egghead like crazy this whole entire time.
It's such a good arc.
It's so good. I am going to go back through and read it because I need to get it through like on a binge read because like I said earlier, this arc was plagued with breaks when it was coming out. 3-week break here, 2-week break there. It was all over the place. There was breaks often with this arc. Nice catch.
Yep.
And my number 1, this is the Peace Day Resistance when it comes to One Piece. It is the land of Wano. This was the culmination of 25 years or something like that. 25 years of storytelling to get to this point. And it sort of sticks the landing. I say sort of because there's a lot of things that happen that towards the end, I feel like the ending was kind of rushed. But be honest with you, everything up until the ending was perfection. So yeah, those are my favorite arcs. Derek, let's get yours, baby.
All right, man.
Yeah, let's send this shit home.
Well, all right, my bottom one. You picked really good arcs. I mean, I'm pretty sure ours overlap with each other, but in different orders. Bottom one for sure is Saba Odium. I mean, as you mentioned before, like there's just so much introductions of everything, like a plethora of characters, and you're like, wow.
He made all them up on the fly.
Yeah, and like he did something with them too, which is crazy to even think about. We still haven't got Mad Monk or Rouge, but please,
Yeah, where the fuck is that, man? Come on.
I need some more
I'm
of that.
hoping that Mad Monk Rouge is hiding somewhere on Elbaf.
I would love that, or I would love to see him in the next arc. And
Yeah.
like
I need him at some point.
yeah, because he has to be some kind of like
We got all the other fuck ass dudes. Now let's get
like
Mad Monk Rouge in this hoe.
I wasn't expecting Julie Bonnie to make me fucking cry, like, and like knowing that keeping her age like literally under wraps until this arc was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't ready for that, and like I want that for Mad Monk Rouge. Like I want.
Oh, and a cool thing about Mad Monk Rouge.
Yeah, like maybe give me a reason why it's like this dude.
Like I literally think we've gotten something from all of the supernovas except him.
Yeah, literally.
Like and like all of the worst generation members except him and Blackbeard.
Yeah.
Are like the only two that we haven't done anything with.
And Blackbeard's the only one that's like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, he's basically the final villain of the series. So
like either that or like I definitely think the final fight's gonna be a giant war, and it's just Blackbeard and Emu and then Luffy's.
Be interesting.
It has to be a free for all. Like it's battle royale, baby. It's Fortnite.
Fortnite. Luffy hitting the gritty.
I can't wait for them to actually put One Piece characters in the Fortnite shop.
Dude, they need to.
They're
it's getting pissed. They need to do it.
They're gonna make so much fucking money.
Yeah, and it's all gonna be from me.
Next one is Marineford. I mean,
it's a great pick.
I mean, come on now. Like, you get Blackbeard, you get Shanks, you get the first mention of Kaido. You get the fact that Shanks pulled up and was able to like defend Kaido. I was like, yo, I'm here to stop this shit. And like everybody did stop.
They're like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah, like nobody. That's crazy. Like that's just
like
aura.
That proved to me that Shanks was stronger than Mihawk.
Yeah,
like, and look, I'm not a power scaler, but I'm telling you right now, even Mihawk was like, I agreed to fight Whitebeard, not Shanks. Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yeah, and I'm like, yep. That's why I fucking love that. Just Luffy's awakening to his
Conqueror's Haki.
His observation Haki. It's fucking crazy. Like it does so much for him. And yeah, this arc packs a fucking punch,
dude, and
with everything.
Only 30 chapters too.
Yeah, crazy
like,
for a war.
Every other war arc that any anime series has done is like 50 plus. Like Naruto's war arc was like almost 200 chapters. Bleach's war arc was like 300 chapters.
Yeah,
or something like that. It was a big number.
The wrong card was crazy.
Like My Hero Academia's was like close to 100. He did this shit in 36.
That shit's crazy.
And it was more comprehensible than like the other two.
Yeah. Yep.
If that doesn't tell you that Oda is a master storyteller, then I don't know what will.
Thank God for his editors. Thank God.
Deadass.
You're helping him make fucking art. Oh yeah, and then number 3 is actually Wano for me.
It's a great pick.
Yeah, a lot of them are kind of like, I feel like they're kind of basic, but they're too good in my opinion, honestly. Especially Wano. Wano like had the biggest build up, and to have it finally pay off, and it's fucking huge, and we still don't know like if breaking down the wall just brings out a fucking weapon, or like what changes around the world when that happens, like, and not only that, but Wano being one of the countries that were there since around the ancient kingdom era, like that's just crazy. And Togi, of all characters, was from that era.
Dude, that's the thing that like bothers me is I want more about Toki.
Yeah,
like you giving me like jack fucking shit about Toki.
Literally, you kill off Odin and Toki, and you're like, nah. They were.
I get it because she like holds all the answers and all that, but it's like, come on, I want more.
You can use her to fucking give us more. And then number 2 is Ennis Lobby / Water 7. I mean,
it's a great pick.
Fucking, it's goated. I mean, come on. Going
peak fiction.
Literally at absolute cinema. Like I don't know what to tell you. And then me for my last one is Egghead. Yeah, this one just made sense to me. Like we got so much. We got like I wasn't even expecting. Like I love that fact that like even though of course we have the breaks that was brutal to deal with. Having the different fights happening around the world,
Mm-hmm.
and then Luffy still doing egghead shit or whatever going out in egghead. Like I love that. That the
Yeah.
world is still spinning no matter what, and like not everyone is paying attention, or everyone's doing something the day of, but nobody knows how fucking world breaking it is
Yeah.
for each of them. I love that. Um, um, and yeah, it opens up a can of worms. It's like the first piece of like, finally, we're at Endgame here, and the fact that
Yup.
we get to see Vegapunk, like,
Dude, that was like the first big be like, oh,
oh, we get to meet,
we are learning everything now.
yeah, like we
He's
get to
not
meet,
holding back anymore.
like, holy fuck, like, oh, yeah, Egghead just does so much, and it just literally like, if you're not a One Piece fan because of what's happening in Egghead, like, how do you not like?
Fact, man.
I don't get it, man. Especially with
fact.
animation, like you can get there. Trust me, you can get to the peak animation if you just sit down or read and just fucking go through it, man. One Piece is beautiful.
It's the GOAT.
Um,
Well, that is going to be it for us tonight.
yeah, sure.
I will try to have this episode up soon. Where it will go, I don't know. I got to look into like uploading it and shit. But
Most likely, like
I think we'll try to get it uploaded to Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, YouTube.
yeah, the usual.
We'll get it, try and get it everywhere so everybody can listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
But this has been episode 1 of the Warriors of Liberation podcast. My name was Brendan.
This is Derek.
And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
See ya.